Go.
Hello and welcome to TPK Roleplay two times in a row. Tonight we continue our Beyond the Undergrowth campaign with session 17, exploring the city, where our heroes have finished a strange challenge and were issued a strange cube as a reward. How many of these are there, and what are they for? I'm Tony, a dungeon master, and if everyone wants to go around in overlay order and introduce yourselves.
What's going on, everybody? It's your favorite Foxy Young Foxy, aka Big Foxy, aka Fronto Leaf Foxy. Tonight I'll be playing Shiraz Drazelli, the lizard folk beast hunter, who has heard that there's a plan to not kill a dinosaur, that my comrades have written out a very detailed game plan on how to not kill this dinosaur, but unfortunately for them, I don't think Roz can read very well. So we'll have to see how that plays out.
Hi, I am Luke Locke, and I'm playing Kamiara, my werewolf samurai fighter. And honestly, she's fine with killing the dinosaur, not killing the dinosaur. She's mostly just upset that we're here because of that fey creature. But these puzzle cubes are kind of interesting.
Chris? Hey guys, my name's Chrissy. I'm playing Seven. She's our Triton Tempest cleric. She's here for a fun time, not a long time. So she's down for killing a dinosaur or two. I'll go ahead and quote Foxy on this pre-game, but life sucks. Let's kill some dinosaurs.
Let's do kill some dinosaurs. Hi guys, I'm Nerdwardo. I'm playing Johann Weiss, the human sorcerer, wild magic sorcerer. And yeah, dinosaur killing isn't off the table.
I just love the grandma just like, hey, please don't kill a dinosaur. We're just like, but what if we do?
But what if we need to? Like,
but hypothetically speaking, if we did.
If we did, what would happen? Exactly. Let's get a dinosaur tooth and maybe solve a puzzle with boxes. I don't know. See when it happens.
All right. So last time, you guys had finished clearing out the shrine, got that little cube, and took a rest within the shrine. During the first watch, there was a very loud roar, a rumbling, what felt like little earthquakes coming, where you saw and heard the King of Feathers coming in. He went to the far north, where you lost sight of him, using Seven's origami crane. Otherwise, you went unperturbed in your rest. It is now morning. Y'all.
GM, now, using the origami crane, we saw him go into the amphitheater up north, correct? And she relayed that information?
Yep.
So as we're sitting there like having breakfast maybe the next day, I will turn to the group and say, just an FYI, if we don't want to kill this thing, not saying we don't have to, but if we don't want to, I do have a spell or two I can cast to get it to do what I want it to do, possibly.
Would that include letting us take its tooth?
Well, I would charm it. It's called Dominate Creature, Dominate Beast. So I could just tell it to sit down and open its mouth like it's at the dentist. If dinosaur dentists existed, he would understand that.
Roz kind of begins.
I support this plan.
Roz takes a bit of a thinking pose for a bit. You guys never really, those who know him don't really know Roz to be much of a thinker usually, but for some reason he seems to be a bit more tactical in his mindset when it comes to dinosaur hunting. It's his trade at least. So he kind of just says, dominating it couldn't fail, I suppose, and even if it does, having it under our thrall might be helpful for setting an ambush of some variety. So, I'm all for a plan A, plan B operation. I vote, before we do anything though, we get as high as we can to get a view of the amphitheater, at least get a lay of the land so we know our terrain before we go and attack this thing.
Do we have a plan on how to get the tooth out? Because if we're assuming that it would be very hard to get a dinosaur tooth out of its jaw while
Yeah,
it's still alive.
a
Well-
hand axe probably, and then some healing power.
I mean, DM, feel free to cut me out on this, but I don't know. I mean, as Raz is a hunter of beasts and knows how to do stuff, would he know how to be at least kind of smooth with like a surgical removal of a tooth with like a knife or something, maybe?
Maybe.
I mean, I'm probably more used to doing it on like dead things, but I'm sure I could apply the proper finesse if I had to.
Would we also need the entire tooth, or just like a piece
The
of it?
wording was tooth.
It was a tooth, and I mean, if we hurt it, I can heal it, and I can make sure I tell it that. I can tell it like, "Hey, buddy, don't worry, this is gonna hurt you.
All right.
We'll make you feel better."
All right then, and so I guess obviously I sort of like I can see the amphitheater on the map here. So like Raz will kind of like draw like a circle with a circle on kind of like around it, kind of like indicating the general area of the amphitheater, and we'll just say okay. So we approach the area from here, kind of indicating the direction we're traveling from. Plan A is to try and have Seven dominate it to see if we can peacefully. Raz kind of like rolls that very intentionally, extract the tooth. Failing that, Plan B is we trap it using either a magical spell of sobriety or simply the environment around us or some sort of net or something like that. We get it down long enough for a while that we can hold it to extract the tooth without killing it. If all that fails, we just kill it.
I mean, that sounds as good as a plan B as I've ever had, so I don't see what could go wrong.
With a very dramatic bow, he'll just say, "This is my trade, after all."
Catharissa will just nod her head because unfortunately Dungeonistics couldn't be here this evening, so they might be a little mute.
Just a little.
Netherissa's contemplating having a sheep fall on her last session.
Oh no. Well,
I support this plan. We can attempt to get
I'll
the
do my best to keep all of you
down and take the tooth. But if that fails, I think we will end up having to put the creature down.
now then, how much rope do we have available?
Well,
I have
here on my
50
sheet
feet.
it says
I've also got 50 feet of hempen rope.
Julie,
yeah.
I have 100 feet. I have silk and I have hemp. Which
Oh
one would you
man,
like?
we've got varieties in the rope selection here. We can maximize rope integrity by varying the selections of rope.
Oh yeah, I have 50 feet. I also can set it on fire.
Is that like, does that
The
help?
rope?
The dying, I'm not sure. I don't know.
Dude,
I have a tinder box and a torch.
I mean, usually setting it on fire, it will either help or hurt very heavily, depending on the situation.
It's been a really
I
long
think
day.
in
I
the
didn't
right
realize what I
circumstance-
was saying and how dark that really sounded.
I think given the right circumstance, that could be very helpful, so we'll bank that plan.
Sure. Yes.
Well,
Yes.
Could be a good distraction. It could be good damage. You know, it's a
Yeah.
variable plan. We'll
Yes.
keep it in mind. Is what I'm saying.
Thank you.
We're open to all options. No plan gets cut out here.
Question, just across the board, DM. A piton, Piton, piton. It's like one of the things you can like scale walls with, right? Like.
No, it's like one of those little hooky doodads that you can like you put your rope through for when like you're rock climbing.
You
kinda
hammer it
like an
into
anchor.
rock, and
Yeah.
then you loop your
Yeah.
rope through it.
I guess one could theoretically
If they have
try to,
enough
but they're not
strength.
meant to.
if you could like break the stone with it, maybe. But
Okay. But you could essentially like put rope in it and then hammer it in, and it could like help keep something down.
Oh
Yeah.
wait, I know how we're gonna get the tooth out.
You're
We're
gonna
do the
go
door
over.
shut
You're
trick.
gonna second
Oh
chapter.
no!
First chapter, Gulliver's Travels. This.
We're gonna
Yeah. I was thinking tie him down.
just hammer the piton into some stone somewhere, wrap the rope around that tooth, and then just like shove the dinosaur away.
I
This
mean,
is
it's
gonna go
an
great.
option. It's not listen, it's not a bad option.
Can we push the dinosaur? Do we know if we can push the dinosaur?
You can also push the stone, depending on
If
how
anyone
like,
has some sort of spell that push or effect that does a pushback, it could work.
I mean,
Wait,
do
hold up! I just
technically
realized
have Thunderwave.
I have a literal spell that can keep it from moving if I hit it with a ranged attack. I am not the smartest lizard. I just realized. My bad, guys. I can literally do that if I want, assuming it fails a strength check.
it could also.
I feel like of all things it won't fail is strength.
Yeah, I was just kind of thinking about that. It's probably not going to be.
While
that a dinosaur
we've
would be
been
pretty strong.
brainstorming, Kami would like to perception check because the DM's laughing too much.
Go ahead.
No.
There's a dinosaur eye comedically poking in through the door.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
He's just like,
You
hey
are
guys, what's going on? You
Quite
talking about me?
perceptive, Connie.
I am.
Damn, you're
Who is-
perceptive.
Let me
You've ascended
Do-
beyond the mortal coil.
do a real looky
I
loo
see the
here, real
time and
quick.
You now perceive time as a full line.
You become the galaxy brain.
So yeah, you
Past, present,
apparently now know that you are just a sheet of numbers and played by randos.
It's all just numbers, Mason. What are they?
What?
Yeah. So
Really much stream we've got going on today.
let's readjust here real quick, like. Because.
This is the best way.
All right, you are still chilling in the shrine,
I love it.
and
It's might be my favorite game to play.
Kami, you hear something outside of the shrine because of how perceptive you are. You can hear the echoes.
Tony,
You are just so good at hearing right now. You are like a sonar scrubber on a submarine, and you hear something rustling from like way behind the shrine.
All right, I'm gonna stand, tucking my jerky back in my pouch, and I'm just gonna like put my hand up to the others, kind of in a warning motion. I believe I hear something rustling a distance off. Ready yourselves.
Roz will kind of unsheath his new fancy-looking bow made of bones he kind of borrowed from the Thrissa the other night, and notice a strange kind of painful feeling in his limbs as he does so. Just cursed bow, oh, of course. All right, I'm in the back, and kind of just like shuffle behind the much bigger-looking people covered in armor around him.
For those who don't know, a little while ago they found this cool bow called Bones of the Broken. Unfortunately, it's another one of those fun-time cursed items.
Dang it!
That when the character is in combat, their maximum movement speed is 15 feet.
I get an aching in my bone parts.
Yeah, they're like, oofy, ouch, my bone meats. And they're all brittle bone diseased up.
Theoporosis.
Oh, there. I couldn't find myself on the map.
I'll just shuffle, kind of like
Just put
over here-ish.
into pure darkness and started.
You're the samurai with the cool polearm who's been like wrecking through shit recently. Just like you seem like you're really good at keeping things like me safe. I'm gonna stay back here.
Yes. So, we're gonna... What do you do?
Well, I am going to ready like a defensive action, and then I would like to attempt to stealth out of the shrine.
Okay.
Ross would probably follow just to kill, like, wouldn't want anybody to go alone.
And I'm just trying to use my tracking ability, where I can detect things by sense of smell.
I guess it's probably wouldn't be a bad time to do that thing I can do because I'm a
My
ranger,
stealth
right?
is so poor.
My stealth is also
okay.
really poor, but I can do this thing. Where is it? Here we go. Can I primeval awareness?
You can certainly try.
I would-
Kami, you're just getting the scent of like sulfur and smoke from the nearby volcanoes, or lava pit, really. So you're not really picking up any other odd scent yet.
I'm a How do I?
Okay.
Is it in my? I guess it's probably in my
Good.
sheet, right?
All right. I'm gonna walk
Probably in your
out
features and traits.
Nope, it's not. Oh no, it's here. I got it.
of
Yeah, so
the
I'm gonna do my
shrine.
awareness. So like, Roz like kind of like following right behind Kami, just kind of like making sure that nobody goes alone. And like, as he does this, he'll notice kind of Kami like sniffing about and like things like, oh, I guess we're tracking. And we'll kind of put a hand down and like, you'll kind of feel like a wave of like a force kind of stretch out around you, like in like a wave around him. And I will primeval awareness, so I can detect some things within a mile of here.
Okay. What were they?
Let me tell you that. Where is it? Features and traits. You're right. Here it is. Yeah. As an action, I can spend. Okay, so yeah, I can see any aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, or undead present within 1 mile of me. 6 miles of his favorite terrain.
You do not.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Not even undead.
That's
Well, I'm sorry. You feel the presence of undead on the outskirts of the city, and fun fact, you also feel elementals on the outskirts of the city.
huh. I suppose, given that it's not currently relevant to our present situation, Roz probably wouldn't mention that right now. But he would definitely say that just like he doesn't seem to feel anything, on his senses, anything that he would normally be able to track in his sense. You think beasts would be included in that, given that I'm a ranger, but no.
Are beasts primeval?
It's literally called primeval awareness. You'd think that animals would be a part of that, but no, just.
And of course, your grung friend, Kami, is just like, sheepishly following you.
Okay, she's just kind of just trying not to make too much eye contact with it. Kind of like,
If I don't
an
look at
animal
this,
that follows you home. You if you don't feed it, maybe it'll go away.
Yeah, Seven's been feeding it.
no. Well,
I mean, if it's been sitting there, she's been like passing at things. I mean, she's not gonna let it starve, but she's not stoked it's there either. But she's like, all right, well, if you're here, bud.
All right. Kami disapproves.
I mean, she won't be mad if it dies, but like she's not gonna starve it.
DM, I would like to go around out this broken bit in the fence and just kind of scope about, see what I can see.
Sure.
not too far in the here. Keeping an eye out. Kind of take other side, I guess. Just kind of see what's out there.
Hey, guys, do we have a formation we want to go through if we find it?
If we find the dinosaur.
Yeah, if we find the dinosaur, do we have a formation we're gonna go for, or are we just kind of walking until we find it?
The formation is winging it.
Yeah, so I
open to
Sounds good. Strong. Oh my.
7, you were saying something.
I was gonna say we could just stealth. I know the direction and where we're going because of the crane. I could attempt to find an alternate path if we wanted to take the high ground. I know that Roz had said something about maybe getting a better vantage point.
I would agree with that plan.
So on the outskirts of here, obviously the walls are a little ruined. So are like a lot of the buildings that are probably about like 30 feet away from this shrine. Kami, you're getting the scent of something different.
Oh boy.
Different. How?
Has Kami come in contact with big cats before?
Man,
Depending on the size of the cat, I feel like I would have come across like a mountain lion
Okay.
before.
You're getting a scent of what wet cat would smell like.
Unpleasant.
No, don't like it.
All right.
And it is coming from
also-
the north.
Chrissy, to your point, I tried to stealth and I rolled a 9, so.
Sure. Yes.
Kami will turn back to the others and she's like, I smell wet cat. Oh god. Tony? Did you do this to me on purpose?
What'd I do?
Chris Perkins' face.
Oh no. Well, Roswell just kind of like suggested like they press forward but remain aware in case anything, jumps at them. So like just kind of like weapons at the ready and like let's move forward. We don't have we shouldn't dally, But I would agree with no Turk no.
Turk!
That's what
No,
I'm saying.
bad.
You
No!
have video of me saying I smell wet cat.
No!
I didn't do it.
You did this, Tony.
You did though.
Yeah.
Did not intend for that. So that's your
It
fault,
hurt!
your
Turk
problem.
for picking
not
up what
me.
I'm putting down. I said it out loud and immediately regretted it. It's like, well, that's out there
Regretty,
now on the
spaghetti.
internet of me saying.
Okay, all right. You know what? We're gonna completely move past that.
Jesus.
Oh
Anyway,
God. Okay. Oh. Woo! Right.
so
I want to go with Seven's plan of trying to find some high ground, as we're also staying aware to not get jumped on by any particularly water-problemed felines.
How tall is this shrine, Liam?
oh, bruh. Let me look. I wonder if it says. It does not say because why would it? We'll go with the outskirts of the shrine are about 20 feet tall, and then it kind of starts to dome up to be about 35 at the top.
The
Do we feel
dome
like that
at
would
the
give
top?
us an advantage?
It kind of the shrine itself kind of like it starts to. There's about a 5-foot step around when it gets about 20 feet high, and then it starts to dome.
Okay, so there is like a ledge that goes around that we could
Yeah.
potentially.
Yeah.
Do we feel like that would be a good enough vantage point, or like could we like get a sense of that by looking at it? Do you think, or do we feel like that would like it's not high enough? Maybe we want to get like a higher point than that.
We could
Can
at least
everyone
start
give me
there.
Can everyone give me a perception check?
I can absolutely do that thing you just told me to do.
10.
I got a 21. Wait, why is my wisdom so high? I guess I'm just good at things. Cool. enjoy being good.
Okay. So, Johan and Roz. You see something shifting in the north.
Huh.
A couple of somethings shifting in the north.
Roz will just repeat, "We are not alone," and like kind of like draw his bow and like look in that direction. And that
You
looks.
see.
What is
undead
that?
It's an undead
What
cat.
are those?
Oh, it's an undead cat. It's a dead cat. Oh, it's the dead
these
cat.
are things you haven't really seen before. These are jaguars, and they seem to have 3 large snakes jetting out of their shoulder blades
Medusa cats.
on each side. And they look at you, and you hear them growling.
Are we gonna get turned to stone again?
Kami will growl back. She'll just go.
Are you intimidating them?
Yes.
Okay.
And I am sure to them I smell a certain kind of way.
Could I help with this as I got my scary eye? can I like also come up like much lower than Kami, obviously? Like if Kami's like up at them, I'm like low, like kind of like lower under her, like just kind of like looking, just like, you know, just like you fuck with this one, you fucking with me, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I roll with advantage?
Sure. Why
Can
not?
I cast guidance on them? As
Oh my
they're
God.
trying to-
Hell yeah.
It's teamwork.
Fucking
Sure.
teamwork.
The power of friendship.
What's guidance +4?
+4.
D4.
D4.
So, oh,
Kami's growling, I'm hissing. See, I'm the lizard.
so 15.
A 15, huh? Okay.
I'm just gonna an adult.
They kind of start slinking back a little bit.
Okay.
So they're obviously not going to approach at this moment.
Okay.
But they are watching you.
I'm watching him right back.
I guess Razakar just like
Guys,
in direction of the other, like thumb in the other direction, and just kind of be like, we should start slinking that way. But like we'll keep his bow primed on them as he's kind of just like slowly sidestepping away.
She'll listen to you and she will start backing
Guys,
this way.
I think we have something at once. I'm gonna inch closer to the grung.
The grung is just like, the grung is actually kind of like trying to hold onto like your greaves, Kami, like it is actually kind of terrified.
Okay.
So
She's just like,
remember the
that's gonna
pictures.
cause her to be a little stiff, which is probably why she failed her stealth roll, because she's just kind of like, oh god. And she's just gonna slowly inch this way.
Yeah, I think we shouldn't worry about offering them a sacrificial grung. We can just kind of creep away. Despite how hilarious it would be.
I mean, would it be sacrificial? I think this thing stole a spear. The pictures in the shrine, it showed a grung stealing a spear from that thing.
Oh,
That's where we've seen those things before. In there.
okay. Plan B, kick the grung over there.
I remember now. I was like, why do these look familiar?
All right. So Razakar is like, turn, look, and just say, okay, so give him the spear, give him the grung.
We have a spear. I don't know. I actually don't know if we have a spear.
I wasn't here last session.
You know, we don't.
We put the spear
Well-
in the statue to get the puzzle box.
Correct.
We need to get the spear. I'm gonna go and rush to get the spear.
I mean, we have the box now. So
As he's walking away, I'm going to quietly say, I don't know that thing cares about the spear.
I don't think it cares about the spear either. I think it is just a creature.
yeah. Otherwise, it seems like it would still come at us, despite us managing to make them back down.
I suggest we continue northward.
Yeah.
We gotta wait for Johan with the spear.
Leave him. We'll be fine.
No. And I'm going to like kind of push the grung behind everybody. Just like, I'm like not mad if he dies, but I don't want to also sacrifice him. This feels wrong. We saved him from this life.
We is a very strong term.
It feels.
I'm fine with you saying we. I'm fine with all of us saying we.
Are we all taking
it
responsibility
feels
for this?
very grung.
Really? Are we? Rod's kind of like
I'm
looking very
fine with it. I'm fine with it.
Is this all of our faults, really?
It is now. It's canon.
That's canon. I'll take that.
Does Johan come back?
Yeah, I think he's here next to me. All right.
Okay,
again,
so he
plan.
Are you
successfully
trying
jumped.
to?
Spear right now.
We're going with the plan. Let's go north. We'll keep the spear. If they come back, we try throwing the spear. It can't be worth the shot, right?
So Johan, when you go back inside and try to grab one of the spears from the statues, it does not budge.
Psych. We leave the spear.
All right, I'm gonna leave the spear and walk back out because I don't want to.
All right.
spend any more time around the spooky jaguar snake.
All right.
Hey, Tony, question. Since I rolled
Sure.
decently on my perception, could I get a sense of like what might be a good vantage point I could use to like get a lay of the land around us, like the amphitheater we're heading towards and stuff like that? Like, would this dome be good enough, or like, is there like another spot somewhere I could probably climb up to and get a good sense?
Let me look. Aside from the cliffside surrounding the entirety of the city,
Which don't look
there really isn't a super lot of raised areas within this city.
So I suppose this dome's probably my best bet, huh?
I mean, you'll get a 35 feet, but there's crumbled buildings everywhere that could be anywhere from 20 feet to 40 feet tall.
Right.
So some of it's going to get your view blocked.
All right. Well, I guess Roz will kind of point to the north road and just say, we followed that road north for a bit, and if we want to get a tactical advantage, we could dip off to the west and climb that cliff face for a bit of a view. Not everyone has to climb the cliff face, Roz will obviously indicate.
I was gonna say you might be able to climb this cliff
you might not be
face,
as
but I
vertically
can't.
inclined as I am. Just say
Yeah, those cliff faces are about 100 feet tall.
I'm real good
Would
at
you
climbing
like us
though,
to
because I'm a
come
lizard folk.
with you to the cliff face. I will probably not be climbing with you, but we can head westward.
All right
we were
then.
gonna follow the north road until we needed to go west, right?
That was that thing.
Like up to those
So-
stairs, basically.
Basically, yeah. About there, maybe a little bit further.
So you all are going to go like up this way.
Like up onto this main road here. And
Okay.
eventually, if we get close enough, probably about here-ish. Maybe like dip off over here and then kind of come. Maybe like I kind of like right here, probably the best place to try because there's a bit of an incline here. It's like probably
Alright.
easy.
Yeah, I would probably like end up going around this back way if.
So as you get up to the center street, which is roughly 20 feet higher than normal ground, you still see some smoke rising from over here that Seven noticed yesterday.
It's like a whole lot of not our problem.
I just want to make sure
Kami
you're
feels
aware.
Similarly.
It's like a whoever's here, they're not. I don't think our dinosaur is going to be lighting any fires. So
I mean, the
those
day we
people are
got
either
here,
bait or not our problem.
the day we
yeah,
got
you
here,
can
we
start-
did cause a massacre. So if those are the same people, they probably wouldn't want to see us.
Yeah, maybe we keep it moving. I love this
So,
like party grung. It's just
Yeah.
just grung.
just,
It's just like, hey guys, I'm
grung.
right here.
Always following.
So,
Should we name him? I feel like we should name him.
oh god.
Oh god.
Kami will look at you. I am sure he has his own name. I don't believe we should come up with one.
So you are
Ask
at
him.
the
His
Ooh.
name is just Grung to me.
I
You
do
asked him
not
his
believe
name?
I speak the language.
I also don't speak grung.
Hey, you don't speak.
That I don't speak that.
If I make popping sounds, will he communicate with me?
Do you want to try?
We use shape water to make a bubble and then pop it and see if that's
You know what? That's
enough.
not a bad idea.
that's an
Thank
appropriate
you, Roz.
smartest lizard around over here.
I'm gonna take a drink of my water skin and then use shape water to make it flow in a circular motion so that I can blow a bubble with just water.
You can maybe do this later when we have less important things to do, like killing a
Well, we're
dinosaur.
gonna walk. I'm gonna
Hey,
do
I
it
mean,
while
you
we're
could do this while
walking.
you're
I'm not
walking.
gonna.
Okay, fair enough. You
I'm
know,
not
what?
gonna like
Boss.
stop everybody to try to improvise language.
So as you're making like these bubble pop noises, he gets like a furrowed brow, which is hard to kind of imagine on a frog.
You have a brow?
Just think of like you have an angry frog face, and then he's gonna kind of
Is
like
that
look
not
over
his
up. To,
default face? Are those not little angry eyebrows?
those are actually just
He just
because they're
gets, like-
poison dart frog. Like That's just
Yeah.
marking. So
He
he
just gets
kind of like looks
blocked.
at
Don't be
you
a
like
baby.
really. He gives you a very confused look, and like it's kind of like, what the fuck? And he kind of like looks up to Kami like, can you like do something about this? He's like being weird.
Are these your friends? Could you check your bands, bro?
Kami's just gonna like kind of step away and be like, Roz, if you would like to attempt to climb up the cliff now.
Right, ladies and gents, and he'll like kind of like flex his claws for a bit. And he'll probably try to use this tree here to get as high as possible, and then from there maybe like leap onto the wall.
Sure.
Honestly, since we have the rope, I'll probably even try to like make any use of that I could, however whatever way I could.
Okay. Give me
What you want?
an athletics check.
You sure it can't be acrobatics? I'm
Okay.
slightly better at
We'll
these.
make it acrobatics, but it may be harder.
Okay. I'm only +1 better at acrobatics than I am in athletics. And I'm proficient in athletics and not in acrobatics.
How long does guidance work for? Didn't I cast guidance
A
on that?
minute. It lasts a
Oh,
whole
never
good
mind.
minute.
Oh, well, all
And
right.
you can
I
keep
could do it
casting it.
again.
It is a cantrip.
Yeah, it is
There's
a
also a
cantrip.
cantrip.
Oops. I just did it accidentally.
Oops, I guess I'm guidance again.
Guess we'll get
I
guided.
accidentally revealed
Alright.
secrets of the universe.
Here comes acrobatics, because we go hard or we go home. That's not a high number.
With the D4.
Oh, I can add the D4. Let me do that. Hold up.
The D4, don't forget about that.
The D4 helps and makes it a 15.
Do 15, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you are good enough to just like hardcore parkour and start shimming your way up that cliff wall.
I'm the greatest parkourio. So yeah, Roz will kind of just like, you'll see him kind of just like scurry very quickly in like a spiral up the tree, like in a very, very like lizard-like fashion, like you just like kind of like, you know, like, you ever like scare a squirrel and just kind of like runs up a tree? It's very much just kind of like that, scurries up a tree very quickly. Like you'll see him like kind of like lose himself in the bushes for a bit, see some shuffling of leaves, then just like a very, very graceful leap out of the tree, and then kind of like landing on the tree, and then kind of just scrambling up for a bit, kind of like ending up on like a perch kind of as high up as he can, and just kind of like peeking around for a bit. Tell me, Tony, as Roz gets a good handle on the cliff edge and looks around, what does he see around him?
Well, as soon as you get up to the cliff face, or get up to the top, first you're greeted by a creepy gargoyle with this face
Hello?
instead of a normal one.
Hello.
It does not respond.
Well, I'll stay focused on my objective then, which would be
All
scout.
right. So, let me see. You see over I'm gonna use the paintbrush
The paintbrush!
and just start circling things. All right.
Paint stream!
First, you see over here an abandoned campsite. It looks like it looks like there was a fire pit there. It is currently not. You see what looks to be another shrine over here. You see a wagon over here.
A wagon wheel.
Another shrine. The obvious amphitheater.
Where we're headed.
Give me a perception check at this point.
You got it. And apparently I'm really good at those. So that's 17.
Okay. You notice an odd indentation into the cliffs over here.
Okay.
Um,
Would I perhaps maybe assume that might be like our target's den of some or something like that? Maybe where it nestles at?
Because how far away it is, you would be unsure.
Fair enough. I feel like that would probably just be like Roz's first assumption. It's like that could be what it is, but maybe he wouldn't immediately like guarantee that's what it is. But like he
Over here, you see what looks like a rundown market. You see over here, if you look down a little more, a weird knockdown tree making somewhat of a bridge to cross the roaring, rapidy water of the center of the city.
Mm-hmm.
Another shrine. And another shrine up top.
A lot of shrines around here.
Other than that, the city or there's like a circular walled city or part of the city over on the eastern portion.
Mm-hmm.
You're not getting a lot of details out of it. Oh, I'm sorry. One more shrine in the center of a, I guess, plateau in the middle of a boiling magma lake.
Yeah, you know, we'll worry about that some other time. Slightly more important things to be concerned with right now. All right. I guess as Roz kind of just like takes all this information in, he'll just kind of like very, very intently kind of just focus around. Maybe spend like several minutes almost like perfectly still, just kind of like observing this for a bit. Eventually, he'll kind of just like let go and like kind of with like his nails in the cliff face, kind of just like drag himself down to the bottom. As he reaches the ground, he'll kind of like hop back down, give his friends a quick salute, and like with a nail, kind of very quickly like sketch a very, very rough like block like kind of like drawing of the city and point out the various shrines and other important places he noticed and just say, all right, I noticed a couple of shrines up here, a few interesting a marketplace around here which could be interesting to look at, a very cool circular part of the city around here, about this small torn down log that might work as a bridge to get across if we wanted to get over there. Another shrine that's actually in the middle of that plateau on top of the lake of lava, which I recommend we ignore for now because lava tends to be bad for skin. And otherwise, besides the amphitheater, in the direction we're headed, there seems to be some kind of wagon or supply crate off to the side of the road, which might be useful to loot to see if I find anything important. I recommend we head that way, check out that wagon, and then make for the amphitheater.
Okay.
That sounds like a plan.
Happy to do my job, friends. Let's keep moving.
All right.
How would
so
you
we're
like
heading
to
up to the wagon.
To the wagon!
All right. How do you want to go?
I mean, we're already off the
Stealthily?
main road, so I feel like we could kind of just follow this way around, maybe.
Okay.
Around the
Yeah.
band.
Yeah, it's like a. I'm assuming.
Right. At this point, Kami's gonna follow Roz just because he got the like kind of overview and probably knows the best way to go.
Yeah, and I'll just kind of like, not so much lead, but just kind of like as like indicate the direction we're going and kind of try to like move as a general pack because Roz doesn't want to be too far at the front, given that he's a little squishy. So you know, he'll kind of just like indicate to his friends, just like, hey, stay close to me, please. I don't want to die out here, and just kind of like lead them around through these streets here.
All right. As you are going, when you get to this point, you notice to your right that abandoned campsite.
How freshly abandoned?
Not at all.
Okay. Okay. Does
Um,
there appear to be anything interesting about? Abandoned in a hurry?
If you want to give me a perception check without getting closer. Okay.
15?
Amid these ruins is an abandoned campsite. You can see some torn backpacks, rotted gear, and 3 moldering tents. At the center of the camp, you see a scrap of dirty yellow cloth hanging from a crude wooden flagpole.
Does it have anything marked on it?
Does not appear to.
Okay.
Well, whoever was here hasn't been here in a while.
I would assume they met with an ill fate.
Don't think you'd be
You
wrong
think-
assuming that.
The
Let's make sure we
backpacks
don't make the
appear
same.
torn open.
You do not see any bodies.
Yeah.
So we can assume they either. Well, are there any signs of like bloodstains or anything? If not, then we can assume they didn't die here.
You'd have to get closer to see if there's bloodstains.
I suppose that's probably what Roz would want to do, but I guess in the interest of not being a complete fool, he'd indicate to his friends that's what he wants to do. Just like, if we want to check for bodies, we'd have to get a little bit closer to see if there's any signs of a battle or anything. Otherwise, we could assume that maybe they didn't die here. Wear and tear could have caused the terror in these tents.
I would
Johan
assume
would
that they
want
were either
to.
raided or attacked by beasts.
Could be that. No way to know from here, though. So
If you want to go in and investigate, I guess we could. And she'll step forward with him.
yeah, might as well. And then Rouse kind of
Okay.
again, just like with the bow kind of ready, just like slowly slink forward a bit, to try to make sure keep an eye out. You never know. Whatever, if there was a battle here, whatever killed them might still be around. So.
Okay. As you get closer, a couple of birds fly off. You hear a little bit of rustling and just like a couple like really tiny raptors just kind of like hop out of the tent and skitter off. But you can give me investigation checks. Anybody at all?
Am I good at that?
Johan is going directly into the tent and
Oh, I almost
searching there
quit.
for anything of interest.
Okay. Let's see. Roz and
Rolling well tonight.
Johan. Johan, you're noticing there really isn't any form of like blood or anything on these. This is just old, gross explorer gear. But Roz,
Yes, boss.
you find a letter that has it's in a moldy parchment caught in the lining of one of the tents while you were looking.
Huh.
And this is it. It says, Rue, Devlin has a lead on the Eye of Zoltek. The old goat found an obelisk in the north that marks the entrance to the tomb of the 9 gods. The eye must be within, but the door is magically locked. We think the secret to opening it lies in the holy shrines. We're headed into the ruins to check them out, God's willing. We'll be back tonight. Razin Sea's serpent people are on the prowl, so be careful. If you get into trouble, sound the swan horn twice and we'll come running. For the yellow banner, Lord Brixton.
Huh. Seems we've come upon a camp of treasure hunters.
If you share that,
Yeah, Roz will kind of like pass the note
but-
off to whoever seems to want to take it.
after Kami reads it, she will pull out the puzzle cube, and she will be like, I would expect that I was correct in my assumption that there are more of these in each of these small shrines, and together they somehow open a final location.
Interesting. Would explain why there's so many of them in the city. In that case, I feel we have 2 immediate problems. The first is that these shrines are all over the city, and we kind of have one other thing we want to deal with first. The second is that one of those shrines is, as mentioned, on a plateau surrounded by a river of lava.
Well, more of a lake of boiling hot magma.
That too.
Kami will pause for a second. She's like, I understand the allure of locked away treasure. However, my main goal is to find a cure for the death plague. And right now, I am merely trying to secure this tooth for this fey creature so that she will share with us more information about that. I do not know that I have much motivation to search out these different shrines.
Tail swiping back and forth, Roz will just say, I agree. The hunt comes first.
And in terms of the people that were here before, I don't see any blood, so I would assume some other creatures are what tore the bags up after they left. It doesn't seem like it was a dangerous situation for them.
Agreed. There are plenty of beasts around. Could have been that if there were supplies left over, one of them just came by and swiped them open.
I do have concern about the mention of these serpent people, though. I have not
Agreed.
seen anyone like this, but perhaps we have just not come across them yet.
In that case, we're either lucky or being watched.
We have some
Yes,
metaphors.
definitely one of those two.
Excuse me. Hopefully, it's just a metaphor for traitors and not actual snake people. That would be
You got a problem with
wonderful.
reptile
After
people?
those cat creatures, I would doubt it.
You got a problem with reptile people?
Just that snakes are particularly dangerous, and I don't want to get bitten by them.
That's kind of bigoted, dude. I'm just saying. I'm saying you got some presuppositions about snakes that you're carrying into this conversation about. I'm just saying we haven't even met these guys yet. You just sound like you. Anyway.
Well, would just a person not be more dangerous than a snake, or less dangerous? I'm bad at
Why?
English.
Are you just immediately assuming snakes are dangerous? Is that what we're doing here?
Snakes are dangerous.
Look at the climate. Do snakes do that? All right then.
What? I'm just hot all the time. Only here.
All I'm saying is
What's
going on?
Johan. That's all I'm saying, okay?
I would just prefer them be normal people that lied
Normal?
than be mutant snake people.
Mutants!
Tommy is just gonna place a hand on Johan's shoulder and say, "My friend, the first rule of holes is to stop digging."
Oh yeah, someone has to hold Roz back at this point. He's like arm flailing, just like, let me at him, I'll fucking kill him, I swear to God!
That Tharissa will be holding you back. She's like, not until I do it first.
She's going to try and, if you wouldn't mind, let's focus on the hunt.
Roz just kind of like, you think you know a guy. Anyway, back to the hunt.
Northward?
Indeed, let's move.
Okay.
It kind of like stomps off a little bit.
Okay. Jim, we're heading
You
north.
think you know a guy, and all of a sudden you're supposed to turn out to be a bit of a racist. Yikes.
Okay. So you have the options here. I mean, you can attempt to go through these ruined buildings or go back to the raised road in the center.
If suggested, Kami would not be in favor of going on the raised road, just now that she knows that there's serpent people that might be patrolling.
Agreed. We're probably best keep in the shadows as best we can.
Yes, agreed.
Okay. And you start coming through
Come
these.
with Grung.
Yes.
Come,
you-
Grung. We move.
You go through these ruined buildings, and I mean, these buildings are very intricate. They are very obviously old and painted on like the sides. You'll see like etchings. You'll see different shapes. One of them being like the creature that you all saw at the shrine you were at.
Naturally.
And like on the opposite side, you'll see like the grung. And you'll see other things, like you'll see this immensely large frog-like creature with tentacles for arms. You see one that looks like a rabbit with a unicorn's horn. You'll see one that looks like a little tiny teddy bear, or one that looks like a snail, one that looks like an iblis, and one that looks like a monkey.
Do I get the feeling that any of these are magical? I want to get as close as I can to like look at them, but I don't want to touch them.
Yeah, looking at them directly, I mean, they're starting to get really faded from the years and the worn and the weather. So it'd just be like these were painted on years ago.
Does it look like we're in like a kindergarten or some sort of school or education center?
We are now.
Sounds like you are.
This looks like a place where people would probably go to learn. So like there's a small training ground, small plots of land for farming.
Any books? Anything around? Any collectibles?
Any books around at this point would be molded and ruined beyond repair.
Any magic cards? I'm trying to fill a set.
You might find like a couple of intact clay pots, Maybe some vases.
Oh, man, it's bigger than
Um,
the collection.
You might find like a small mask, but a lot of these things are like, even a couple of them, as you go like pick it up, it just crumbles to the touch.
Do any of the vases have like similar designs, like certain patterns that look what would be the word? That like coincide with other designs on other pieces?
From what they look like, they might be used for like pouring of drinks mostly, or just decorative.
So you're saying the vases were used to store liquid? Curious.
Yes.
The mystery grows deeper.
Curiouser and curiouser.
As you start kind of like getting out of there,
write that
because I
down.
don't want to keep describing something off improv, because I'm not great.
Write that down. Write that down.
Write it down. It's important.
We have to come back for the
Taking notes.
vase.
So
You finally come upon a overturned wagon that lies in the street. You notice that there are rotting flower petals littering the ground around it,
Dad.
and bees nest in its broken wheels. A freshly cut garland of jungle flowers hangs from the wagon's tongue.
Freshly cut.
A cut.
Yes.
How freshly cut?
Yes. Yes, freshly
they-
cut.
yes.
But like
Yes
how
and yes.
freshly cut?
I'm drawing a
You
crossbow and
said
shooting
yes.
the garland.
Do
think he
these
said yes to that.
beehives?
Roz's
Do
gonna
these
draw a
beehives-
crossbow and shoot the garland.
That's not very cash money of you, but okay.
I'm doing it.
Okay.
Like
You
he'll just
do
look-
that.
Yeah, because like Roz is gonna look around. He'll see like open square, wagon, garland, like obvious bait. It's like it'll just like ambush and just like shoot the garland just to kind of see if anything happens.
You just you ruin the garland.
Oh well, that sucks.
So yeah, you all notice that the area is unusually lush and full of life here. And you just
Okay.
you kind of get the scent of just like this really decadent scent of honey.
The last time we were in a very lively place, Roz skipped over floating stones, so let's not touch the flowers.
Pretty fun though, gotta say.
I would love to search around, try and figure out who left this garland, if they're still around, what else did they leave, why this overturned wagon.
Yeah. Roz will continue following behind Kami as she searches, but will also just kind of like occasionally kind of like bow up and look at like any like windows or like raised positions around them just to watch for ambushes or things like that. He's not feeling very comfortable in this exposed area.
Okay.
Gohan is looking for just supplies from the wagon.
All right. Kami, give me a perception or investigation.
Or investigation.
Yeah.
That's better.
17.
All right. You notice little footprints that would probably be a lot like those little plant people you saw the other day.
No.
Uh-oh.
Oh, the one that you murdered the guy?
The one where we murdered a lot
But
of
you
guys.
only found one set of footprints, and to keep the mystery alive, we're gonna go to break real quick, everybody.
Fuck!
Uh,
Tony!
So everybody take 5 minutes. Go use the restroom if you need to. Grab yourself some kind of wet beverage. Hydrate
describe it
yourself.
like
I
that?
like dry
What the
beverages,
fuck is a
actually,
dry
Tony.
beverage?
Yeah, why would you
Anyway, we're gonna go to
God.
break.
that way?
Welcome back. I hope everybody stayed and got their various drinks.
Hopefully they were wet enough.
I got 2 wet beverages, Tony.
Correct.
Good. I'm glad you have wet beverages. I'm glad everybody has access to wet beverages right now.
Good and wet.
So, Luca, you had a 17.
See why?
Had the, found the footprints of what you believe were the Vegapygmies, of only one.
That's
Johan,
leaving
you
a
said,
garland.
yep, they left a garland.
I'm pretty sure I shot it, so I don't think it's there
you
anymore.
went to go check out the wagon, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Checking it out, as you get closer, the scent of honey gets stronger. And you hear the buzzing of bees,
Oh.
but you're not seeing a nest or honeycomb.
Magical.
And underneath the wagon, you see a moss-covered stone disc. It's half buried in the mud, and it has concentric rings with inscriptions that cover its surface. Some are written in common, others are etched in jagged cuneiform, whatever.
Hey,
I'll write that down as cutie form.
cutie form. Hey guys, there's a disc under this wagon. Can somebody watch the bees? I think they're bees. I don't see a nest. But I want to get that disc.
I will keep an eye open for bees for you. Just try to be quick about it.
I'm gonna sprawl out on the mud and start trying to crawl under the wagon to grab the disc.
Okay. So this disc tablet is about 3 feet in diameter, and it's
It's
heavy.
a big tablet.
It is stone.
Oh, so it's heavy.
Hey, can somebody pull me by my ankles? It's really heavy.
Tommy's gonna wander over. I'm sorry.
Someone with
what
more
is
than
your
11
purpose
strength,
here?
please.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and pull him by his ankles.
Just stretching my arms to get both sides and just bracing for my ankles to be pulled out of
I will,
socket.
Okay.
Ross will take the hilarity of this moment, but otherwise just keep his eyes up on the horizon. And
As you all just Winnie the Pooh being stuck in the tree pull him out, you notice that this tablet is quite large. Again, it's 3 feet. It weighs about 200 pounds.
Good God.
Yeah. If you clean off part of the mud and muck, you notice it says in common and something. It says, Queen Napaka proclaims that the free people of Omu fear nothing. Brave new gods protect us, as Ubteo did before, but does no longer. Omu will rise again, and Napaka shall reclaim all that is hers by right of conquest.
Okay, none of that sounded.
All right. That sounded really bad.
Absolutely zero of that sounded good. Like zero parts of that sounded like positive things.
So can we get that in text? Because I really want to put that. Thank you.
Send the SMS.
Yep, it is in the chit chat.
It's there. It exists. Can't confirm.
Here we go. We got it. That's white text. That doesn't help.
Anybody here at this point can give me an insight check.
Can I do a religion check?
Yes.
Here comes that insight check.
13.
19.
24.
The cleric is doing well with religions. With a 6.
Johan
Hey, it's higher than a 5,
and,
right?
It's true.
and Sraz, you can surmise that the common that it's written in can be used to translate the scrawling cuneiform on the bottom.
Aha!
You also can remember that this jagged script was the weird language you couldn't read back in the shrine.
Huh.
Oh.
So I think we've got a bit of hometown history on our hands.
We got some history, and this looks like it's a key. This common looks like it could be used to help translate the weird edges everywhere.
All right. Well, then one of us should make some kind of translator's guide as best as we can to see. Cause, I mean, there's no way we're taking this tablet with us. It weighs too much.
Yeah, you can essentially make, you can use ink and parchment or make a rubbing.
I'll just use
Who?
my journal. I'll just use my journal to do it.
Yeah, and Ra's will kind of just like help him like with the kind of like trying to translate as best he can since we both roll decently high. I'll just kind of like help him out with it.
Okay.
I don't do much writing.
What are Kami and Seven doing?
I'm keeping an eye out. I feel like at this point, Kami is actually starting to feel a little bit of stress rising in her. That distractions keep popping up out of the woodwork. And she's worried that we're gonna get caught with our pants down by some serpent people now.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
still don't have a tooth.
Certainly a possibility. Now that we think about that.
Yes. After Seven couldn't figure out what was happening on that, she would have just walked away.
Yeah, I think after I
She
help.
would not have been super invested in it and probably would have just started like kicking around shit. And...
Yeah.
Hey, Johan.
Yes.
You and I will roll for Nethrissa only can give me an intelligence check.
Oh? This is interesting. Where's my intelligence?
That's not me. I got a
17.
Okay. You and Nethrissa, like while you're translating, you and Nethrissa kind of remember about weird, lush, magical happenings with little tiny elementals that you have run into before
The,
back in Orlunda.
The chewingas? Is that what they're called?
Yeah.
Yeah, ooh, look at that. My actual memory is helpful.
fantastic.
Yeah, I'll just say to the group, it's weird that we find this like patch of floral life back in Orlunga. There were these small little almost pixie-like creatures that kind of lived among the plants. I believe they were called chewingas. Maybe there's some here as well.
Well, if it appears relevant, then we'll keep it in mind. But I recommend we keep moving for now.
Okay.
Yeah, I would like to get a move on.
So, for all intents and purposes, you now have a way to translate Old Amwin.
That's all trade language.
Ooh.
That's very cool.
So as you begin walking, I assume you're heading back towards the amphitheater.
That's the game plan.
Okay.
Yes.
Kami,
Mhm.
you have another scent
Mhm.
hit you. Even as you walk away from the wagon, the scent of honey does not leave your nostrils.
That's
Okay, I am. Hmm.
You can give me a perception
I am,
check if
yeah,
you would
I'm
like.
going to look about to see if there's some sort of creature that I have not noticed yet following along.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Mm-hmm.
Kami, you notice a small creature, very small, we're talking like maybe a foot high, with little tiny bees around its head following you.
great.
And they are hiding, like you caught a glimpse of it, and it is just like looking at you.
Okay, so is this like in Princess Mononoke where one of them runs away and it's got a cute little butt?
It's got
It does now, but it also has a white mask.
Okay.
This one is in the shape of a bee.
Okay.
Well, on theme at least.
Kami will just look at it and she will kind of do a little respectful bow. Just like of the head.
Can you give me a charisma check?
God.
I just want to see how your character comes off.
No, I don't
Here's
want
the Chewinga
that.
into having a heart attack.
You're a samurai though. You should be good at charisma, right?
That you're just trying to have her follow a stereotype. Okay.
Well,
Trying my best to be respectful.
No, it's not necessarily bad. It just kind of like tilts its head, looking at you. You assume it's looking at you. It doesn't have like eyes, in a normal sense, but it keeps its distance.
Okay.
But give me, before we move forward, an insight check.
Mm-hmm.
It's here to kill you.
Oh.
18.
It seems enthralled in, as like you can kind of see its little face move around. It seems enthralled in you, Seven, and Nethrissa.
Okay.
It seems to be like watching as you walk. You think it might be fascinated by your hair.
Are you mentioning this to anybody out loud, Kami, or no?
I'm still kind of looking at it. I feel like I'm still in the moment with it.
Alright.
But I am going to share. Okay. Okay. Before I do anything stupid, Kami is just going to very slowly and gently turn, and she's like, I believe we have some sort of forest spirit that has taken a liking to us and is following along with us. And it's
the aforementioned Twingas, I'm guessing.
Yeah, look, that's one of the Chewinga guys.
Yes,
he-
Chewinga.
He has a different mask than the other ones we've seen, but that's one of them.
She's gonna just hold up her long braid, and it seems to be fascinated with our hair. And she'll look at Seven and Nethrissa.
So the last time we found them, they showed us how to get into a temple. So if you wouldn't mind cutting off just a tiny piece of your hair.
As Johan says that, she's actually going to just take out her blade and just slice off just a little bit and lay it at the feet of the little spirit.
Seven will do the same if she sees Kami doing it. She will not voluntarily do it without seeing someone else do it first. She will, underneath, grab some of her hair and give a little trim, a little undercut.
Okay. Yeah, that's just like, what are you guys doing? As the Chewinga kind of like sees you do this, and not showing any kind of hostility, it'll kind of come up and like grab the hair and just be like, because it's sort of tiny, so it's just like big bundles to it, and just like look like it's checking it out, and it kind of like walks up to you, like up to your feet, and like it kind of like motions you down to it.
Yep, she will crouch down.
And it will like touch your hand, And on the back of your palm, Kami. Oh. You will get this. A little spidery design with an eye in the center of the body. A charm of knowledge.
Okay, I will bow deeper this time, and say thank you.
And then it'll come up to you, 7. And like kind of like motion you to bend down to it.
Yeah, I totally will.
And on your hand, it will touch and give you... God, there's only so many of these. What to give? What to give?
The win button, please.
Oh, here we go. In the center of on the back of your palm will form a triad. In the center will be little, it looks like little runes. And you will get the, a charm of restoration. Let me just show everybody. But, yeah.
Chris, you get the Triforce?
Yeah.
Which
The
one
cool
is it,
thing
Tony?
is, it has 6 charges. You can expend a charge. You can spend 4 charges to do a greater restoration, or 2 to do lesser restoration. These charms do stay on you until you use all the charges.
Fancy.
Do you happen to have these charms in D&D Beyond?
I don't.
I didn't have anything in D&D Beyond, dude.
See, Necrosa, if you just gave your hair, you would have gotten a cool marking on your hand too.
Come on,
Also,
Johan,
like, the top of his beard.
Johan has his, and Nethra has hers. But yeah, sadly, Raz doesn't have hair.
He just kind of looks up and she's like, "Oh, I see. That's fine."
Give me. You know what? Because you haven't had the opportunity, I will give you the opportunity now. If you could do something to gain its favor, I'll give you the opportunity to do so.
Let's see. Okay. Noting that it has kind of the shiny white mask in front of it, Raz has like a necklace of teeth from various creatures he's killed over the years. He'll pluck one of them and with a nail kind of like carve a rough face into it and kind of show it to it, just like, you know. And then kind of just like place it down in front of it. Just like that's I got that. I hope it's pretty.
It'll like pick it up and just kind of like inspect it. Just kind of like flip it over. And it'll like motion for you to come down to it.
Oh, and yeah, Raz is very enthusiastic, kind of just like on all fours, like up in the thing's face, just like, "Hey, friend."
And it will touch your hand, and on the back is going to be what looks like a tree. A charm of animal conjuring.
Hello.
This charm allows you to cast the Conjure Animal spell at 3rd level. As an action, once used 3 times, the charm vanishes.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and look up how that spell works, if you don't mind, real quick. Just
Go ahead.
Just so I know.
It's just problems on my part.
It's just
Just so I know how that works.
It's just-
The Twingo will gather all of its neat things and just kind of walk into a rock and will disappear from view.
Is it?
We-
Nope, I'm not gonna make that joke.
As Raz is very revenant of nature and the spirits of the wild, he'll kind of like look at the marks his friends have given us. We appear to have been blessed by this place.
But you can only see your own marking.
Oh, well, fair. Well, I guess looking at his own, Raz was kind of looking to say, like, we appear to have been blessed by this place. We should treat it with reverence, you know? Like, let's keep moving, but let's, treat this place with respect as it appears to have been given its blessing to us.
Agreed.
Let's see. Third level. One
Yeah. As well, the last time we encountered the Chwinga, we ended up meeting a very large serpent who gave us information and a riddle. She was benevolent, as we could tell, though. So it is a pretty good sign, in my opinion.
Okay. Having like bowed again and thanked this creature, Kami will stand and kind of step back from it.
So what did you guys get? They usually give stuff.
I appear to have some sort of marking on my hand.
Raz will just say, yeah, they appear to have given me one too.
You guys are lucky. They gave us, I motioned to me and Nethrissa, they gave us snakes to eat. Whole.
Did they taste good?
No,
Huh. Well,
because it slithered down my throat. It was very disgusting.
he said, went down.
That's what she said.
Judas Priest!
7. What was that?
Anyway.
It's canon now.
So you're gonna continue towards the amphitheater now?
Yeah, we're going. We're going.
Just need a second.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay. Woo. Holy shit. Okay. I'm good. I'm so good. Okay, I'm back in. Let's keep it pushing, guys.
Alright,
Oh, fuck.
that's another one, but we're gonna go with phrasing instead.
And that's it.
It hurts to push it a little further.
Let's
Anyway,
keep moving, yeah. So yeah, as we approach the amphitheater, Roz will just kind of again begin looking for whatever high ground he can find.
aside from the amphitheater itself, there isn't.
Could I climb like the side wall to get up to the higher level?
Uno momento, por favor.
Do that thing you do where you do it.
The DM thing.
Do that thing.
A ruined amphitheater looms over the surrounding buildings. Vines cling to its steps and animal statues line its stands. The muddy ground outside is stripped clean of vegetation. An eerie silence hangs over the area. No birds cry. No insects chirp. Nothing stirs.
Now this is more like what we're used to. Where are we gonna go?
Far too quiet around here. We have to find some high ground.
Kami,
Mm-hmm.
you smell the scent of blood
Oh,
and death
oh joy.
coming from the amphitheater.
Blood.
Everybody,
I
Death.
will try and motion to the rest of them, and I will let them know I smell blood coming from the amphitheater.
everybody can give me perception checks.
I will happily do that thing you just said.
Yes.
Can I also give
18.
you a
Four.
stealth check?
Yes.
Ooh, that's a lot better.
I will also give a stealth check, and can I give a stealth check and
Yeah. If,
stealth check it?
if
Yes.
we're
Stealth.
Everybody can
Yeah.
hear something breathing very loud from within the amphitheater.
Is it like bit like deep huffs, or is it like a lot of?
It is
Is it
deep,
like a snoring?
not snoring, but it is deep, long breaths.
Roz immediately just like falls into like a very, very serious face, just like our target is near. Like, and kind of like he'll motion to the side wall of the amphitheater and just say, I'll take the high ground and gain a scouting position. The benefit that we have here is that it's already corralled into a pen position. You guys should head around the front, offer whatever we can. If we're trying to charm it first, then get its attention and charm it. If that fails, we already have it penned in somewhere.
Okay.
I feel like it would be better if I
Kami
was
will
also
kind of
up high,
Get
just so I would have a
low
better vantage point.
and start like stealthily creeping forward.
Okay.
Also, probably use the trees to make his way up onto like the amphitheater wall if he could. I definitely don't want to be noticed by this thing. I just want to get like to a position where I can like see down onto it without,
Yeah, give me an athletics check.
happily. Can I again ask sub with acrobatics?
Could you explain how you're doing the acrobatics
I feel
while
like-
being quiet?
If I'm not gonna, so I feel like in as opposed to like trying to like actually cling onto the walls, that might make sounds with like this claws against the walls. Rather probably just take to the tree, try to like make its way up and up to the branches of the trees, and use that to kind of like climb his way up and around, and like eventually make his way down onto like right about here ish would be the game
Okay.
plan. And then like kind of like try to like just like feather fall or like drop down onto like the upper part of the amphitheater here and just keep
And
an
what
eye.
was your stealth? 19?
It was 19, yes.
Okay. Okay.
I'm 19.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So yeah, I just want to kind of like get an eye on my prey, really start just taking it in, Raza kind of almost just like as he like again, very similar to when he was scouting, kind of like fell into like this almost perfect statue-like stillness, this like meditative trance, just staring straight at the mark.
The grung will very much like be cowering, and Thrissa will, tell Blueberry to kind of go off for now. And
7 will be stealthing with Kami to the best of her ability, but also since the plan was that she would be point guy on the charming of the creature, she will definitely pull aside from Kami not to give away her position.
okay.
Johan is going to cling more over to this area, assuming that he could see over this wall.
Yeah, you can see, and inside you see a curled up, sleeping, you've seen a T-Rex before. This is much larger than a normal T-Rex. It's also covered in feathers and has a large central horn on the end of its maw.
Yeah, that's what we're looking for.
As Kami and our 7 pass me, I'll whisper that to them. It's such cool art. Like,
Yeah,
it's so good.
very pretty. Yeah, Razakan is like up in the like if his friends notice him, Razakan is like again, he's very, very, very focused on the King of Feathers right now, but like he'll offer like a kind of like a slight head nod in their direction as his bow is like kind of aimed at them. His plan is to remain like not moving, but as they approach it, he'll kind of like draw his hand across the bow to activate an ensnaring strike and aim at the King of Feathers, but he has not fired yet. He's just waiting. If the plan seems like it goes wrong, his first plan is just let the arrow go and lock it down.
Okay.
So 7 will.
Someone should probably go with 7 so she doesn't get
Attempt.
snacked on.
It's fine. It's fine. Send the cleric. So she will kind of like look back to Kami since she probably wouldn't have seen Johan or Roz kind of disappear and kind of like give her a nod. And I'm assuming this is like heavy brush here.
Yeah.
Okay, so is it considered full cover or half cover?
I'd say at least 3/4.
Okay, so she's just gonna step out. What's the distance there? Why can't I? Where's my? Why can't I do the distance? Where is it?
The ruler?
Yeah, where did it go?
You are 50-ish feet.
Yeah,
Boo.
about 59.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me see what this distance is to see if I have to go any further. No, it's 60 feet. Okay, so I will. Of course, I just fucking drew on myself. Cool.
Got it. All good. No problem.
As you do.
As one does.
Cool. Sure. Don't mind that weird bugging line. Yeah, thanks.
It's
Appreciate
not
you.
real.
Nobody saw that. I'll move up just a few extra feet, and I will cast at 4th level.
Damn, son.
Wow.
Dominate Beast.
Bringing out the big gun.
Damn, son.
All right.
Oop, there it is.
A wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you speak and as Nethrissa comes up, its eyes are going to pierce open and its pupils are going to constrict, seeing you. And it got a 15 on its wisdom save.
What is my thing?
Hopefully higher than
Ooh,
50.
there's the music.
Oh, motherfucker beats it. It's a 15, you son of a
No!
fuck.
The plan.
And it's
Well,
going to get up and it's going to just roar. And I need everybody to make a con save.
Oh boy.
Oh yes, I'm
What?
good at con save.
I am not good at
Con save versus being deafened.
The last time we did a con save,
19.
most of the party turned to stone.
I'm 19.
We got an 8, boys.
All right. It looks like Johan and Nethrissa will be deafened for 1 minute.
Yikes.
Yes.
All right. So, have we hit initiative yet?
Oh yeah.
We have.
I'm shooting my ensnare strike arrow, by the way.
Oh, yep. Go
Okay.
ahead.
So,
that.
real quick before you do that, I'm gonna expend a second. I'm gonna slam my trident down, and I'm just gonna expend a second 4th level charge on my trident and attempt to dominate it again.
When in doubt,
Okay.
give it a second shot.
Oh boy. Let's see. With the disadvantage, I got a 3. However, I want to use a legendary resistance and make
Mother!
a save. As
Well.
like you see like the sparkles in its eyes and it just shakes it off. And now it's pissed.
All right. Well, here comes. So I guess hold up. Where are my spells at? Where do?
Roz, what was your initiative?
I didn't roll it yet, but here it comes right now.
Yes.
I didn't roll well. It's only a 7, unfortunately.
Oof, a doof. And what was 7? You all need to roll better than single digits.
I've been rolling really well all day. This is my first
Nethrissa's the
bad
only
roll.
one that is in double-digit territory.
We're all fine.
All
We're
right.
all
I mean,
fine.
I kind of prepped my action, technically speaking.
Yes, you did, and you can go off.
All right.
Do your attack.
I'm gonna cast my 2nd level ensnaring strike, and then I'm gonna do the thing I just said I was gonna do. First, I gotta hit it, so let's do
Yeah.
that first. Here it
Kill
comes with the broken bones.
Broken, bro.
I didn't roll well. I rolled a 9, unfortunately.
So as you go, like the arrow seems to hit, but it bounces off its hide and just breaks.
Ah, damn it!
So you
Oh.
know that this Mo has a thick hide.
Well, that's unfortunate. Unless I
How
have
many
a reroll
Cs
somewhere
thick?
from chat, but I don't think I got it anywhere.
Tony, how many C's thick is the hide?
At least 3.
At least 3 C's. That's not
Oh.
good, guys.
I get to attack twice, but I think the attack action. So can I shoot it again?
I'm gonna go with the no, because as the readied action, you got to do the spell and the
That's
attack.
fair. Yeah, that's fair. I'll give you that. Go ahead. do your thing.
So we have Nethrissa is first, and her speed is 40. So
Seven has
she's going-
advantage, by the way.
Oh, Seven do have an advantage. Nethrissa will come up. She is going to rage as a bonus action. And she will ready an attack for if the King of Feathers gets within reach of her. And as the King of Feathers just kind of poofs his feathers out to be like larger and more intimidating than it already is to you,
Of course.
you're gonna see something weird.
Define weird.
As it bellows again at all of you. Wasps come out of its maw and
Fucking
form
fantastic.
and
This
two
T-Rex is
swarms of
based.
insects as wasps come out, and one envelops Nethrissa.
Rissa dies on the spot. No save.
Okay.
dead.
And it's that is its action. Yes.
Yes, that is his action.
Within 20 feet of it, huh? Whoop. Yeah. We go to Kami.
Mm-hmm. Kami is going to move up.
Getting janky now.
And bonus action fighting spirit. So I have advantage on weapon attack rolls. And I am going to attack the wasp attacking Nethrissa.
Okay.
And I will take the glaive in my hand, and a crown will burst into flames around my head as I do, and I will attack these creatures
You do that. Probably.
with advantage
Oh, dang.
and a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls with this weapon.
Judas Priest.
So will a 25 hit?
Yes, a 25 will super hit.
Okay, so with the +1, it'll be 12 slashing +2 fire, and then with if the first swarm is still up, I will hit it again.
Yeah. They are.
And advantage again at 26 with 10 slashing and 3 fire.
Yeah, so just as you're swatting these wasps away, you're just like burning some of them to a crisp, which seems to be as effective as your slashing is. So this swarm is very much effectively bloodied.
Great. Okay. Yeah, that's it for me.
All right, we go to 7.
She's going to cast Shield of Faith on herself. Just a little protect.
Go protect.
A little protect. And bonus action, she will she's not gonna do nothing. No, she'll call forward her spiritual weapon. But she's not. She can't attack with it, right? Because we've already.
Nope, you can. Yep.
Oh, I can.
Yeah, when you cast it, and
Well, then.
every bonus action after that, you can smickety smack people.
Well, then I will do that.
What is the range?
Oh yeah, I've got to move. I think it's 30 feet.
What
You're
is
right.
the casting range?
60 feet.
Oh,
60
sweet.
feet.
It can be right up on there.
Yeah. Yeah. And don't worry, I'm getting there. I can't find it in my spells. There it is. Cool. That was a 9 to hit. Don't worry, no big deal.
Yeah, just like the arrow, it goes to like bonk it, and it just doesn't bonk hard enough.
Well, just not bonking effectively.
No, do better bonk.
If that is it, we go to Roz.
All right. Well, I don't really need to do much movement, so I'm gonna stay up here in the trees where it's safe, and I'm gonna shoot at this thing again. As I still have Ensnaring Strike up. Yeah, so I'm just gonna. Here comes another attack once I get my attacks page up again. Here it is. And you know what? Since we're obviously in the fight now, and I'm at full health, why not? I'm gonna go ahead and spend that 1d10 health to up my damage on the Bones of the Broken. So here comes that. How much damage do I take?
1d10 plus 1.
So 4 total. So
Okay.
I'll take that damage. Not healing. No, 1, 2, 3, 4. Fly changes. And then I'm gonna go ahead and do my attack roll now with the Bones of the Broken.
Do it.
I rolled a 22. Tell me that hits. Tell me that hits. Tell me that does damage.
Let's look. It hits!
Okay, cool. Well, here comes 1d8 plus 4 piercing damage, which unfortunately I only rolled a 2 on, so that's 6 plus 2 more d8s of damage because I upped it. So that's gonna take 15 more damage.
How much?
Ouch.
So 15 plus 6 is 21 damage. Oh, then it takes an extra 2d6 from Ensnaring Strike, and also has to do that saving throw to not be, ensnared from the strike.
Okay.
So here comes that 2d6. That's another 9 damage from that. That's all piercing, all damage is piercing, by the way.
Okay.
And then it's a strength saving throw, please.
All right, with my other chat disadvantage, I got an 8.
Yeah! You got an 8? Oh, yeah, he's ensnared. So yeah, it's Raj.
Oh,
yeah. Roz is like feeling really, really upset about that first arrow, just like not going. Because Roz is used to hitting his fucking mark. He's not happy about that, so he's just like, yeah. Says like a swear in his tongue, and just like pull back again. Draws it, lets go. Someone kind of plucks it in like the chest-ish area, and then the moment it hits, just like vines pull up from the ground and just like wrap around it and like pin it down to the ground. Just go. All right, and you can hear from the trees, just, Plan B, it's pinned.
It looks at you, and you can sense the amount of malice this thing has for you now.
Sucks to suck, nerd.
Johan, if that is it for you, Roz, we go to Johan.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. So, is this wall that I'm next to, like, would that be easy to get over? Or would I have to, like...
You would, it's about your height, so I mean, you'd have, or it's a little shorter than you, so I mean, you have to go hup to get over it. So, it'd be considered rough terrain.
Oh, rough terrain. Okay, that would be a lot easier than making a check. So, that'll just be 10 feet of movement to move over that, right?
Yeah.
So, then I will... I'll move further back so I can get on that step right there. I'm gonna pop all the way over to that step.
Hey, bud.
I just jump over the wall, see Roz, put one hand waving at him, and the other one makes a larger than normal ice knife in the hand, and he's gonna chuck it at the feathered the dinosaur boy.
Okay.
So 23 to hit.
That'll hit.
And then I need what is that? A dex save, please.
You got a 10.
A 10 is gonna fail, so that'll take the full 8 damage. Oh, that hurts.
Okay.
Man, you gotta love rolling low. And then as a bonus action, I'll just use my sorcery points to get that spell slot back.
Okay.
So that'll be my turn.
All right. The swarm's up. So let's see. Nethrissa is gonna get not bit, but this other swarm of insects gonna knee over to Kami.
No.
Bite you again. And eight single-digit attacks aren't gonna do anything to you peoples. So that's not great. But you are now covered in a swarm of wasps. We're gonna go to Nethrissa, who's now just like, getting attacked. So she's going to swing at her swarm with her, with her longsword. A 22.
Ooh.
That's a hit number, I think, usually, right?
Hopefully that's a hit number.
Usually the numbers that hit.
Oof. But low damage.
That's big sad. I don't like that.
It's
Is that does not add her thing, so it's her rage damage. She's gonna do it again because the swarm's looking like it's gonna die, but
that's it.
Ooh, that's even more hit.
Let's get some bigger damage.
alright.
That's bigger damage.
That is
That's
just
bigger
enough to
damage.
get rid of the swarm
Hell yes.
that's on her.
The
Love that.
long sword turned into a fly swatter.
And then she is going to move up to the king. But that is all she can do.
It's pinned, so pull its tooth.
It is the king's turn. And the
Stick
king
hand.
is
At the start of the turn, it takes 2d6 damage with my Iron Strike.
okay.
So that's
Just stick your hand
5.
into a living dinosaur's
5
mouth
damage.
and try to
Okay.
do that.
5 piercing.
All right. That number. Roz, it's pissed.
Good. It should be.
You see it. You see. Everybody sees
Oh boy.
mist begin to form out of its mouth
Not
As
something
it-
I have to pull teeth from.
as it teleports
It-
closer to you,
What?
Wait, what?
and
what?
it is out of
What?
its snares
What?
as it misty steps closer to you.
Mother!
Excuse me?
Yeah, it can do that.
God damn it!
Dude, it's not fair if the dinosaur can teleport. That wasn't a part of the deal.
We were told it could teleport!
That wasn't part of the deal. We had a deal. Well, your deal just expired.
Alright.
That was its bonus action as it's gonna start charging up these steps and
Hey,
Can I
it
unsubscribe from
entered
dinosaur?
my range.
Hit it!
it did.
Hit it really hard!
You can
All right.
attempt to hit it.
I'm going to hit it.
What do you mean?
You
Take a
can attempt
box.
to hit it.
Ooh? Maybe?
A 19 will hit.
Yeah.
14 slashing and 2 fire. And do I get both my actions with a reaction attack? An opportunity
No.
attack? Okay, just the one.
But it's going to come charging. So Johan, I need a strength save
Why would you give this to me, Tony?
because you all decided to do what you're doing.
I got a 13.
You are going to take
Uh-oh.
All of my health,
14
please.
bludgeoning damage as
Oh,
it
ouch.
rampages over you. And
Why is
Roz,
this thing not attacking?
it's going to. It literally did a bonus action to teleport, and it's now moving.
Oh, hey.
It's going to bite you.
Okay, cool.
Does an 18 hit?
It barely hits me!
You're gonna take 38 piercing damage.
Ow!
You are grappled, and while
Why
you are
is this thing
grappled,
familiar?
while you are grappled this way, you are restrained.
Hold on. Did I hear that number right? 38?
38 damage.
Holy.
That's half my health. That's half my health. Just gone.
Hey, but now you're closer to the teeth, so there's that.
Now you're closer to the teeth.
Because now you're inside of its mouth.
This
is
happened the
anyone
last
within-
time we fought a T-Rex!
How close are you, Kami? Damn.
I
you're
am.
5
Well,
feet
you
away.
moved further away from me.
But I know.
The chances of casting a tidal wave into the air.
Wait, hold up. Give me.
20 feet? How much feet? It has 50 feet, which means it can walk over with Roz in its mouth
Okay.
and attempt to sack you with its tail.
Is it re-entering my range?
Yeah, it
Okay,
is.
I'm gonna hit
Wait,
it again.
hold on.
Wait,
Wait, I can hit
Wait,
it. by
no,
the
I
way.
don't have another reaction. Shit.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was
wait,
gonna
Tony, it hit
say-
me with an attack. I can hit it, by the way.
I
It hit me
got
with an
so excited for a second.
Okay,
I
the
was like,
thing
this
is, Roz,
dumb
just
motherfucker.
remember, you had a ranged weapon in hand.
That's true.
I mean, it doesn't necessarily matter because you're going to be restrained, so it's at disadvantage anyway.
Okay, I mean, yeah, I guess it doesn't matter at this point. So I might as well use the weapon that does more damage. So
Let's try.
yeah,
It'll be okay.
here comes that. I'll just roll 2.
A disadvantaged attack. What is it?
The lowest I got is a 8.
Yeah. You're trying to get this bow back, and like the teeth are like stopping your elbow from moving.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Kami, does a 24 hit?
It does.
You will take 17 bludgeoning.
I will take half of that.
Mm-hmm. Yep, you will.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it had magical attacks, and I was wrong.
Wait a minute. Is that resistance to non-magical
8.
attacks?
I am a werewolf.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
There we go.
And now we go to Kami.
Okay. Well, first off, I'm gonna roll my regeneration.
Yep.
And I'm gonna take 8 healing, so I literally healed back.
Okay.
She's the coolest I've ever played, you guys. So anyways, I am going to just say fuck off to this swarm, and I am going to walk forward towards this guy. And I am also going to just yell out in my most commanding voice to both Seven and Nethrissa, gather around me. And again, yes.
The bite misses. However, does that require that Nethrissa can hear you because she is deafened?
I will definitely add some motions to it.
Okay.
Like I'm doing the, like, you know, to me, commanding thing. That's what I'm doing. Those words.
Yes.
And then I am going to, while holding my glaive, it is going to burn a little brighter, and you will see 2 of the horns on the crown just wink away and turn to ash as I use 2 charges. And I am now a pillar of defense. So I got a +2 bonus to AC. I can use my reaction up to 3 times. And whenever a creature within 10 feet of me makes an attack against me or someone else, I can use that reaction to make a melee attack against the attacking creature. And when I hit a creature, they must make a wisdom save, or their speed becomes 0.
Oh, dang.
So I am going to activate my 2 of my charges to become the pillar of defense, and then I am going to take 2 glaive attacks at the king.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Please make it drop me.
Oh,
A
that's
26
30
to
gen.
hit with 15
That's-
slashing and 6 fire,
Yeah.
and then a 25 to hit with 9 slashing and 1 fire.
Yeah.
Okay. Bonus action, I'm gonna hit it with the butt end of my glaive.
Okay.
We love Polar Monster.
But let's see. How do I even roll that? There we go. A 16 to hit, though.
That'll hit.
Oh, okay. 7 bludgeoning.
All right.
And then again, I'm just gonna like motion to me.
I'm nearby.
We're
7,
actually
that is
pretty
your turn.
close.
About as close as I could actually be, for being perfectly honest.
Yeah, so
I'd rather not be this close if I could help it, honestly. But, you know.
7 is going to move, and I'm a little bit over 30 feet away, so I'm gonna be a little bit off from Kami because I can't make it all the way. I will attack with my bonus action with the spiritual weapon, which I can't move for some reason. Was it 22 to hit?
22 hits.
Which is 6 points of damage, and then I will cast Bane. 3rd level.
Bane.
So it will take a d4 and subtract that number from all attack rolls or saving throws.
With a charisma save.
Yeah, it's charisma.
Charismatic is this king.
I got a 1, but legendary
God damn it with the
resistance.
legendary action. Mother.
Sorry,
All
Fred,
right.
but I'm also
Using
not
him up. We'll be out of him soon.
Will he?
Yes.
Will he? No.
Willie.
Yes.
Also, Tony, you have a
Yeah.
-2.
A bunch of garbage.
And
I
that's all
still-
7 will do.
I
That's
got
all
a
she
neg
can
2,
do.
but I still have my advantage from purple from earlier. I still haven't used yet.
Oh, joy.
Roz, it's your turn.
All right. Well, I can't really do a whole lot of things since I'm currently restrained by the giant dinosaur. So I can't even like cast spells because they're all have like semantic components. I'm pretty sure.
You can.
Okay, I guess
You can
in
cast
that
spells.
case, I guess I'll use Zephyr Strike because that's helpful. Wait, hold up, real quick. Does this require? Yep, never mind. Okay, in that case, yeah, I'm gonna cast Zephyr Strike. I'll do that, and then I guess I will. So I'm disadvantaged for attack rolls either way, right? No matter what I use.
Yep.
All right. In which case, then. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I guess I'll just try to use the bony bow again. I'm not gonna charge it up this time because I only have half of my health bar left. I'm just gonna swing at it,
Go ahead.
and well, I already rolled a 9, and I can't get higher than that. I rolled 2 9s, so yeah.
Ooh,
Okay,
good job.
Oh.
that's my turn.
no.
I got nothing else.
Even though the insight is much easier to hit, you're still unable to.
Yeah, I got nothing. That's all I got. It's my turn.
Johan, it is your turn while you are essentially near the feet of the King of Feathers.
Yeah. So is there a way? Because I tried to measure it out, but I'm not sure if I could move it around somehow. Is there a way that I could make a 20-foot diameter circle somewhere in this direction?
A
But
20-foot
not
diameter?
Get the king. Not diameter. Radius. 20-foot
20-foot
radius circle.
So you want this.
Ooh.
It's a very large circle. Yes.
Let's see. To
Uh,
the back.
Such a pretty spell.
It's a fireball.
It
But
should.
the runes around the. Is very
Okay,
pretty.
so it's
It's very
the
pretty.
way that this is that you can hit Roz.
I
Because
can't
he's
hit Roz.
also in the area.
Just do
I
it.
know.
Just do it. Just do it.
Just
do it.
Just he's
Just do it. Do it. Do it.
Okay.
Just do it.
So Johan makes like a bunch of his like blue lightning bolt coins and throws them into like the air, and they kind of spark between each other and make a storm sphere in that area.
Oh, I had a better template then.
Yeah, it's not a fireball. I would not cast a fireball if it has legendary resistances yet. Yeah, that's a good one.
Hey, heals.
So anything?
Get out
that's
of here, Sarah,
within-
giving them heals and good tables and giving me negatives and shenanigans.
Thank you, Sarah. This makes me feel less guilty. So anything within its space when it's cast needs to make a strength saving throw.
Oh no. Oh, Johan.
All right, it got an 18.
18's gonna beat it. So it's not gonna take 20. You passed. You're good. Nothing happens.
Okay.
So, but that area is difficult terrain. That's my action to summon it. And then I'm gonna use my bonus action to make a lightning bolt. Just try to slam into the side of this T-Rex from the center of the sphere.
Okay.
Since it's in its space, the attack roll has advantage. So I'll just boop right there. So that's 1, then 2. 25 to hit.
25 hits.
Woo! So 17 lightning damage.
Okay. Math,
Uh,
math. It is now effectively bloodied.
Woo! I'm not like unable to move, am I?
No, you can move.
So I'm gonna go this way. I think, if I did that right.
You're gonna run under it.
I'm gonna run between its legs. That might be a bit of a smooth brain move. I'm gonna come all the way over to Kami.
Okay.
That'll be my turn.
Okay. It is the swarm. The swarm has choices. Hello.
No.
Oh no. 21 to hit. 7.
Is it
you'll
a creature attacking another creature?
It is a creature attacking another creature.
How excellent! I'm gonna hit the swarm as one
but-
of my 3 reactions.
7 will take 9 piercing as the wasp just starts stinging her. You swing, like you're so focused on the king, you try to like do a swing back without looking,
Oh, my
and you totally
smudgeness.
miss.
Ooh. That was a 2 naturally. Oh, that's rough.
That's rough, buddy.
Ouch.
We go to Nethrissa, who, upon seeing this annoying ass storm sphere, since she can't go right towards the king, has to kind of like go around. She's gonna like yell at Johan, but not knowing Johan is deaf.
Yeah.
She's gonna run up and she's going to attack. 14 does not hit.
Never mind.
Oh, did you have some?
If she makes 2 attacks, I'm gonna use my reaction to spend 2 sorcery points and have her add a d4.
Is that your Tides of Chaos?
That is not my type of chaos. That is my heckin' other thing. Bend luck.
All right. Could you post that? Would it do?
Yep, I will do that right now.
It's so sad she doesn't have advantage because she got 2 crits.
Yeah, actually, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, that's really sad. That doesn't help. I'll just copy paste into the Discord.
So I'm adding essentially 2d4 to that attack.
It's
Add
2 sorcery
84 to
points
attack.
for 1. Yeah. And I can only
Okay.
do it for 1 person.
A 4. Okay, now she does hit,
Nice.
Yeah.
which she does 10 damage.
I
Dang
just
it.
yell. I just
So with
yell
this good
what at
table,
her. I just
um,
yell what at her. Whoa!
okay, that's interesting. Luca, Kami, while you're fighting, around your leg, a snake made of water crawls out and coils itself around your leg. And you kind of look down at it, and it nods at you before, just kind of poofing and dropping back into the puddle.
Okay.
For 4 days, you gain the ability to summon this snake from any source of water. It has the stats of a poisonous snake. It is under your control. It can squeeze through any opening that is at least 1 inch in size, and that water would be able to travel through. It can disperse into a puddle of water that will disappear in 10 hours.
All right. Could I get the?
Yes.
Thank you.
You get the water snake.
Well, the
Sweet.
snakes are getting
Um,
All right.
There's nothing. Bonus. No. Okay. King's turn. It is angry.
Uh-huh.
It will take its advantage bite attack against Roz.
Sure, bud. Not a problem.
A 26 to hit.
It hits me.
You take 36 piercing damage,
I'm pretty sure I'm at 0 now.
and you are swallowed.
Oh, okay.
Can I
Oh,
use one of my 3 reactions to hit it?
Sure.
Since I'm sure this counts as an attack against someone within my range. A 25 to hit for 6 slashing and 5 fire.
God, you are just on fire with these rolls, and
I literally have a burning crown around my head, so yes.
yeah, she's quite literally on fire.
so yeah, Roz, now you are now grappled, restrained, blinded, unconscious,
Yep.
bleeding out, and 1 level of exhaustion.
Yep. It's not looking great for me. Gotta
No.
say.
So
I got you.
So yeah, while
Okay.
within you, at the start of each of your turns, you will take acid damage. You have to do X amount of damage to get it to make a con save to get it to throw you up.
I'm
If it-
at 0 HP.
Yep. I'm
Yeah,
just giving you details.
So we just have to hurt it enough to make it throw up. Or does he have to hurt it?
If it dies, you can use so much movement to exit the creature.
Coming out the booty hole.
What if I can't move?
Then it sucks to suck,
we
friend.
gotta pull him out.
Yeah, because I'm
there
unconscious
are
right now.
because
Somebody's going
Sarah
in.
is being a nice person, as she do. You do have 10d4 floating heals.
Oh, that's exciting.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
How much damage did it do last turn to me total?
36.
I had 32. So technically, I could use the 10 floating heals to be at.
It is already happened.
Fair enough. Well,
So-
I'll just hold on to that for now then.
But now it is. Now that it has swallowed somebody, it can make another bite attack if it wants. We have 3 people in front of me. Who's the lucky duck? Nathrissa.
Oh no.
A 23 to hit her. That's a lot of damage. But luckily for her, it's halved.
It's gonna be so.
She is now in its maw.
Uh-oh.
3rd reaction, 20 to hit, 6 slashing
outta
damage,
here!
and fire. 5 fire.
You're hurting my
Um,
boy.
But also, I am changing my hits to where I am shoving the glaive forward in like a sharp, like almost stab motion at the base of its gut.
Rude.
Oh, jeez.
Yes. By the way, you do notice like its mouth is like sitting like roughly like 25 feet ahead of you. Just to give you a view of like the mind-brain thought of how big this fucker
How big it is, yeah.
So I mean, like, you trying to hit its stomach is like you are at the tip of your glaive being as close as you are to touching it.
Okay.
Like, if you got...
I've
you'd have
just
to
been
get
attacking
closer,
its
but yeah.
knees.
You've been going for the knees!
Okay.
It's bee's knees, because it spits bees.
Ah,
Hey, Kami, it's your turn.
Yay! Oh.
Oh, it does... You yeah, it doesn't like being in the storm, so it's going to pop over here, dropping Nethrissa. So she's going to take some fall damage.
She gets dropped. Okay. Wait. Hold on. Wait. He carried me.
Yeah, you're, it did carry you, but it doesn't see
Alright,
a viable... But you are going to plop out of its
Okay.
body, because it can't carry you like that. So you're now on the ground,
She
like
just
bleeding out in front of
no-clips
everybody,
through the
covered in
T-Rex.
like stomach acid.
Wait. How did it drop me out?
It misty steps,
I
so
hit
can't
it in
carry
the
you.
belly.
Oh, it misty steps.
It misty
That's-
steps.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, because it can't carry a creature with it when it misty steps. But
I'll take it.
you're gonna take one
Yeah.
death fail
All right. Well,
because you will be falling about 15 feet into the ground.
I will go ahead and mark that off as a death fail.
But now you don't have to worry about the acid damage.
Yay!
But Kami, it is now your turn.
Okay. I am going to point my glaive back at Roz and command survive. Survive.
Hey, you're unconscious and like feeling bad, but I need you to live.
Bonus action.
Anybody ever
I'm
seen,
expending a charge to grant a creature other than you temporary hit points equal to 5 times the number of charges you expend plus my strength modifier. Shit. You gotta be able to hear me.
I'm fine. Don't worry about it.
Well-
Netherissa's probably in worse shape.
Nethrissa is also deaf.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. I can't
So-
use that then.
That's unfortunate.
You can give it to 7.
You can buff 7.
Nah, dog.
No? I mean, you're
I
the
don't
only
need it
one
right
that
now.
can hear me right now, right?
I mean, you can, but it's not necessary. I mean, it might be. He just moved into my melee, but
Yeah.
But if you don't want to expend it, I have my own. I've got a plan.
Okay. I'll let you. I'll do it on something else then.
Jick.
I am going to. How far away are you, Johan?
I'm
Yeah.
like right next to you. Yeah.
I'm going to point at you and say execute. So you can now use your reaction to make one weapon attack, and if it hits, it will take an additional 2d6 fire damage. As power
is that
from my
any weapon
glaive
attack?
like flows into your weapon.
A weapon.
That's cool.
Any
A
weapon.
Any weapon. That's good to hear. That's so much better.
I'm gonna put another charge here. And as this happens, you will see another horn on the crown flash away. Do you hit?
Oh, I already used my reaction to help Nethrissa this round.
Oh, okay.
'Cause it starts with her, and then I was at the end of the
Fine
initiative.
then, I'm just gonna
so-
hit this thing. 25 to hit for 7 slashing
Yeah.
and 3 fire. Second attack, 24 to hit with 11 slashing and 3 fire.
Yeah.
And then
The numbers.
and then action surge.
Son of a bitch.
I am going to do another action to take 2 more hits. For shit.
No, fine.
With a +2, will a 15 hit?
Damn it!
Yes.
Yes!
Thank you, sis.
Damn it, Sarah, you're ruining my plans.
So
Death and
12
destruction.
slashing and 4 fire damage.
Oh, this thing is not looking great.
And then 21 to hit, 15 slashing, and 6 fire damage. And then bonus action, since
Hold on.
no one could use
Hold on.
any of my help.
Hold on. How would you
Yep.
like to do this?
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Well done.
so I'm just, like, the crown is burning atop my head, and I am moving about this thing with my glaive, almost in a blur. And then as, like, one final pass as I move it up into the creature, it will groan and begin to topple over.
Okay.
And I will just, like, very slowly put my glaive back at my side, holding
I
it.
need 7, Johan, and Kami to make a dex save.
Yeah, fall over on me, please.
Timba.
Uh-oh.
16.
Mine has a +2,
14.
so it's 12 total.
Okay. Yeah, because as you say that it's going to topple over, it ended up toppling towards you.
Oh no, you're muted.
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
You all are able to dodge out of the way.
Okay.
Okay. So,
Dodge this way.
as this happens, I'm going to run over to Roz, and as I'm in the process of moving in their direction, I will shout out a prayer to Zeus and cast Mass Healing Word at 3rd level.
Okay. Out of curiosity, Kami, was that non-lethal? Okay.
Not at this point. It had downed one of us.
Hey.
Okay.
Dead dino.
That is fine. So yeah, it super dead.
So how does regaining health when you're unconscious work? I actually have no idea how this functions.
You heal.
You just heal, you pop back up. Just kind
Okay,
of a...
cool.
Yep. So
You know.
you'll get my 6 points of healing, and then you can use the D4s accordingly. I think there were 10 of them.
Are
I'll
10.
use like other people are hurt, right? Besides me.
I mean, I can heal you.
I
Like,
got hurt,
have
but
a
I
thing that I can
regenerated.
heal you with for free.
I also have
basically.
other healing spells
I got hurt,
that
but I
can
regenerated.
Use, so
I guess I'll use like 6 of them. I guess I don't want to take too many, guys.
Slowly and surely, Johan and Nethrissa will lose their deafened status.
All right.
However, Raz, you are going to be exhausted for a day.
Fantastic.
You have disadvantage on all ability checks.
Well, that was certainly something.
someone want to grab that tooth?
Yeah, if no one else is gonna move, Kami will just go over and take out a dagger and just and like
Roz-
just carve out a tooth. And
Roz,
yank it out.
go for the tooth, but the trophy typically belongs to the person who earned the hunt, and he didn't feel like he contributed very much to that fight, so he just kind of maybe a little bit ashamed of himself, but honestly, kind of just like, I apologize for not being very useful in that.
Roz, how you feeling? Are you like hurt, in a lot of pain right now?
I'm breathing. That matters more than anything, right?
If you like really need it, I could help. I have one thing that's healing for free.
I can shamble around enough for a while. If we can get to a place we can rest for the night, that should be enough for me for now. Save your strength.
It is still like mid-morning.
We got here fast.
Roz, since you are a hunter, is there more we can do with this beast so that it is not such a shameful kill.
Roz will kind of just say, he'll kind of look at the beast and he'll say, "The customs of my people demand we take the skull as a trophy of the hunt. However, as the hunt wasn't mine, it's not right for me to do. If one of you feel the need to do so, it would be, I suppose, an honorable death for it, but I can't get conscious to take that kill. Or I guess that trophy."
It was a group effort.
Yes, I suppose that's true and all.
And your entanglement plan. Your entanglement plan would have worked if it couldn't teleport. It was going well until we found out that it was magical. I think you did a lot considering the circumstances.
I do know how... Oh, go ahead.
Your praise is appreciated, Pence. That's all he really has to say at this moment, I guess. He's kind of just like, I guess he's still kind of like in his own head about it right now. Like still kind of thinking about it right now.
I do know how to skin a creature, but I do not know how to tan a hide or anything like that. So if you do know that, we could make use of its hide for armor.
A beast of this size could make enough clothing and hides for a tribe if we skin it the right way. Certainly.
Okay, Kami will strip some hide from this and roll it up.
And Razo kind of like, again, still very impetuously, despite the fact that he's very obviously still kind of in a lot of pain, will just kind of like draw his scimitar and like shamble over and like begin to carve out. If anyone offers to kind of like offer him a hand, he will very, very impetuously kind of like shove them away. Just like, no, I have to do this.
So your little grung friend just kind of like uses his little suction cup fingers and shoop, shoop, shoop up on the wall and just kind of like
So
standing up there seeing you.
Seven is just gonna do the whole cleric thing, kind of give a little bit of like a prayer to her god and be done, and try to find a place to secure the tooth. We have to secure it somewhere.
If you want,
We got the thing. Can we wrap it in the leaf or whatever? Didn't we get that?
Wait. We had a plan for this. Hold on.
We did have a plan. I do remember this.
Yeah, she demanded
yeah.
Seed, right?
So
Sends it back to her, right?
Kami is gonna pick up a rock and say, "Please place that in the leaf, so that she knows that we have it." Because she was gonna teleport us back, right? Once we had it.
Once you had it.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Yes. Please wrap this in the leaf so that she knows. And I will like take some blood and wipe it on the rock.
I'm gonna
wait,
snag a few
hold on.
feathers before we go.
Instead of just sending a rock back, what if and I pull out my journal and like tear out a piece of parchment. What if we attach a note to go along with it so we don't just send back a rock?
You're assuming that creature reads common?
She speaks it pretty well, so I would hope she'd be able to read it.
It's a fae. Who's to say if we send a rock, it doesn't take that as an insult?
I would be okay with that.
I guess that's...
So you want to take... So just so
Kami
I
hates
know,
that creature.
you want to take the golden frond and just put a rock in it and send it?
Well, the plan, as I explained it to that fae creature, was that we would not be sending the tooth back through, but we would let her know when we had the tooth, so that she could transport us back.
Well, didn't she give us the second warp seed to do that for
She
anyway
gave us the
ourselves?
second one.
Is that
Yeah,
what she
so-
did? Okay.
She did,
Do I
because you
need to
asked her
roll
to.
an in
So we
real
didn't
life
have to-
history
Yeah.
check?
Yeah,
Yeah.
So we didn't
No,
have
no,
to
It was a
Fine.
lot of sessions ago.
No, I remember
It
you
was
demanded
like
a second warp
2.
seed. Yeah, you
Okay.
demanded one, so we could just like warp to her and like we could put
Alright.
the tooth in the front and then just warp back.
I will take out the seed first, and I will say I believe we should confirm that this works, and then we can send the tooth back through the frond from wherever we transport to.
Yeah, makes sense to me. I just like to
Does
be out of
everyone
here.
have everything they need?
I guess we should probably figure out carrying this hide, huh? If we're gonna bring it with us.
I mean, she's rolled it up and she can like strap it to her pack. She
I
doesn't
mean,
have the
imagine
whole
probably
thing. She just took enough to like make a set of armor.
Oh, I mean, Roz would probably take like as much as he could carry, just because like he's used to like taking it back to like a city to like sell or like make
Yeah,
armor.
I mean,
But he
this
probably-
creature is like 30 feet
Huge.
tall.
Oh yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Like Roz would grab as much as he
long.
can, and like he would encourage the others, like, hey, like grab all of this that you can, like because there's no, like leaving it here is just a waste. That's like it'd be very, I guess, his custom. So like, grab all of this that you can, please, and like honestly, would probably even like ask Nithra if we could maybe strap some rolls of it on Becky maybe to keep for carrying, because that would it would feel wrong of him to leave it, you know. See, purple's got it. Purple's in my head.
Purple is not in this campaign. What do you mean?
What are we gonna do about our?
Mysterious eldritch god that exists across the multiverse that is purple.
While you're strapping
we-
that up, I am actually going to go and carve out a second tooth
Ooh.
Well.
and also the horn.
Ooh.
Yeah, I was gonna go for a horn and some.
Okay,
some
so
feathers as well, so.
the horn is about 4 feet long.
Hell yeah, it is.
This thing is huge. And I mean, what are you using to try to take the horn?
Is it a part of the skull or is it like a bone growth?
I mean, again, this is probably a thing I'm pretty good at, so I could help with the taking off of the horn.
Give me a nature check.
Oh, I get a +5 on these because of a thing you gave me a while ago.
Hmm.
So I'm gonna roll that, and I got a 18 + 5 is 23 is the number.
Is it from a good table from the last session?
No, that's from a while ago. It wasn't a good table. I think it's just a thing you gave me.
Was it like that mask that you got?
No. Because I remember I got the eye thing from one thing. That was like the weird like terror eye thing. And the other thing you gave me, I think the other thing you gave me was some kind of like you get a +5 on nature and as for nature, and I think maybe history. I have it written somewhere. I had to find it. But if not, it's just an 18 without the +5. So.
Okay. What did Kami get for nature?
Oh. Four. In my mind, if this was like a deer horn, where it's like the growth and then it like, do you know what I'm saying? And was easily removable, then she would take it. But if it's like something that has to be bone sawed off the creature, she's not going to do that.
Yeah, you are not super sure. Roz, you would equate this to like how a rhinoceros horn would be. But
are removable.
Given its size and from what it looks like, this is going to be immensely harder.
Well, this might be best left for now. I don't think we have the means to remove it at this point.
Of course.
No point in dulling our blades on this, honestly.
Is it?
If everyone
Is it
has
just
what
too
they need,
big to
then I
take
will
in?
plant the seed.
Yeah, I think it appears too hard. I don't think we have a strong enough blade to pierce through it. Not without time and lots of it. And frankly, given he kind of just points in his wounds, I'd like to be out of here as soon as possible.
Kami is going to find a nice little patch of dirt and plant the seed.
As he sort of looks at the skull of this and sees everyone else kind of gathering their various trinkets from this corpse, Roz will look down and kind of like find the like sharpest looking tooth he can, and with an incredibly solemn look on his face, he will pull that tooth like out. He'll harvest it and kind of like clutch it, put it in his robes for a bit. Doesn't say anything to anyone. Just kind of like walks towards where Kami is. Again, just appears very solemn about this whole endeavor.
Okay. Yeah, you guys or Kami plant the seed of destruction.
Everything dies.
The world explodes. That's game.
Much like when you guys first had the seed planted, it very rapidly grows into probably about a 20-foot tall tree, and in the center, the bark seems to kind of rip itself away, revealing a portal. and it swirls in a very bright green color.
Okay. After making sure that everyone is around and ready.
Yep, I will have loaded up as much leather, like leather and hide from the creature as we could onto Barry, and also be carrying as much as I can as well, just to have as much as we can for different purposes.
Jim,
Well,
go ahead.
what are we gonna do about our grung friend?
Yeah, I was just that's what I was asking. Jim,
We could leave
what
him
is our
here.
grung friend doing?
We could leave him here.
Because
I'm
I
just gonna
haven't
whisper.
stepped through yet, so.
I'm just gonna whisper.
He is
if-
looking at you with like the sad eyes.
If we need to, I think we can. I think I can distract him pretty well, and we can just
And
get
he's
through.
like,
Kami is going to
Like
look at
he's-
him
he
and
sees
hold
the
out
portal
a
and he's like,
hand.
Oh, of course. We're keeping the damn thing. up.
he kind of like gives you like, he tilts his head, and is like, he gives you like an "Are you sure?" look, because like, he hasn't touched your skin yet. He knows he shouldn't touch you.
If he's like, okay, I mean, it's more like the gesture of like inviting him. I'm not actually expecting him to take my hand like a child. But
Okay.
like it's more like, are you coming? And she will say out loud to him, even though I know he doesn't speak my language, she'll just say, if you owe me a life debt, I would not deny you the opportunity to repay it. And she will just kind of gesture to the tree.
He will grab on to your the leather cuffs bracers you have, like close to your hand,
Wait,
but
let me-
trying to miss out on your actual skin to skin contact.
Okay.
And he'll give you like a little smile.
Oh.
Oh, frog smile.
Okay. She will step through the portal.
Okay.
Roz will kind of go behind again. It's pretty silently, kind of moping to himself. Just, all right, we're out of here.
Okay.
Johan is also gonna start walking through, but also I just remembered that I wrote down those symbols, or of the language that we now know as another language, in his journal, along with that whole frog monster text. So while he's walking, he's gonna try to decipher what that said.
Okay.
I'm also stepping through.
All right. As you all step through, you come out to well, it'll be noticeable for Kami and Seven. You've been here before.
There's Toby.
Good old
Not Toby,
Tobes.
specifically named.
Good old Tobes.
It is Tobes.
You can
As you
name
all-
it whatever you want.
As
We all know the
Not
truth.
Toby.
That sign won't stop me because I can't read.
As you all exit, you notice, a large plant that kind of like shuffles its tall Venus flytrap-like head towards you, just kind of like watching and swaying.
Johan is very stiff.
And
Sorry.
you hear someone come through a door, like, "Oh, you're back so soon."
We have the tooth you require. Now, please give us the information.
What? She's visibly confused. Why did you not just use the golden frond that I gave you?
Well, honestly, I did not expect the portal to transport us back right to you.
It just kind of happened to work out that way. Just kind of worked out that way.
It was really lucky for us.
And she kind of looks over and sees like the grung. Oh, so you made a new friend.
That's a very
He,
strong.
he just started following us. That's just what happened. He wouldn't
And
say
you see-
Johan, I
and-
would not give this creature any more information than we have to.
I have a. You can just call me Granny. I mean, what? May I have the tooth as part of
May
our
I have
deal?
the information?
Okay. As part of the deal, I do need to know specifically which information you're asking. It is
Okay.
part of the Fey magics. I believed I told you this before. It's very particular and annoying.
I need to know.
Wait, let's discuss the question before you ask it, so we can
Honestly,
figure out
I
any
think Kami's
loopholes.
got it. I think Kami's already. I think Kami's got it.
Kami will look at Johan and say, I am open to suggestion, however, I know that this deal lays solely on me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
Roz
is Kami's question.
Roz is not even just like he's just like this is on her. I'm not having nothing to do with it.
I need to know what I can do to cure and end the death plague and where I must go to do so.
That.
I can honestly say I'm not exactly sure what is causing the death curse. However, where I sent you before was the source, in a sense. I have tried to find it using magic, and I hit a wall, so to speak. I can't specifically find it. It is in that city, but I don't know exactly where.
Huh. So we rest up and then back to Omu. It sounds like.
What an interesting change, creature, since before you assured me you knew absolutely where it was. And
know,
that it was in
wait.
fact a different place than you would be sending us for the King of Feathers.
I did say the King of Feathers was around the area.
And what about the second part of my question?
Tony needs a refresh.
And what must I do to end it, cure it?
My assumption, depending on what exactly it is, would be that it must be destroyed or sent to another plane. I don't suppose you have that power
Easy peasy. What do you mean?
to just
What must be sent back to another plane or destroyed?
whatever the source is.
Kami is a little bit blown away and is going to step closer to Granny with a low growl on her voice.
Here.
You sent us to fetch an item for you, like so many dogs,
I almost
on
died.
assumptions and guesses, none of which are not any that I did not already make myself. What do you have for us, creature, that is actually helpful and will make this tooth worth the trouble?
Oh boy.
It's Granny, not creature. What can I give you to make it right?
What was originally promised in return for the tooth?
Uh-oh.
Then I need something, and you're not going to like it.
You need yet another thing to follow
Some-
through on your promise?
Well, I guess I could get it myself. Although, I don't know how
What
much
is it
you
you
approve.
need?
A soul.
What soul?
A soul. Any soul.
How about instead what you can do to make this right is another portal seed to go back to this place. And then you dissolve the deal since you never were planning on following through on your end in the first place. It was a false deal, and you will dissolve it.
Very softly, kind of from behind. I know it's very against the plan, but rather to speak up. A soul for what?
You know, souls are one of the most powerful things in any realm to exist.
Uh-huh.
It might be the only thing that may be able to pierce the veil, so to speak, the wall that blocks my view of finding your specific location of this death curse and its source.
So when you say soul, are there particulars?
Not
Creature,
necessarily, but
good soul, bad soul.
the soul of a more sentient or powerful creature is better, in a sense. She kind of looks over to like the gator that's kind of just chilling in the water. Like, the creature crocodile over there would be able to assist. I might not get 100% accuracy as to what or where, but it would narrow it down. Whereas, and she kind of motions towards you all, someone thing like you would give me a near definite.
How near?
So,
A 90% accuracy.
Then take mine.
so
Process.
Yeah.
Immediately, like Ross just says it, like just like
Wait.
very, very clearly, forgetting what anyone else is going on. Ross says, "Then take mine."
You know it will shatter you.
I have failed to hunt. I am already broken.
She will look at you, and you feel that the entirety of your being should be spread through the cosmos as a result.
What am I if not the hunt?
You are still a living, breathing creature.
I mean, I don't know if she recognizes she's talking to someone with very, very simplistic and dogmatic principles around the way he lives his life.
The reason I'm here, even on this plane, is because I love the beauty of all the things of this, because the Feywilds is just a shit show, to be quite honest. I don't like it. It's not great. What I'm offering is something even I don't like to do because it destroys life.
If you think I desire this, then you know nothing about me. What's more
I
important,
never made that assumption that I knew you.
what's more important is that if you love this place and wish to save it so much, then take this one soul and use it to help save the rest. This time we're spending deliberating is time that could be using to help us solve this.
I just want to make sure you're okay with it. This is something that can't be undone. Not by any magic, not by any god, not by any power known.
Is anything ever really undone?
There have been issues with this that some may forget who you were. Are you okay with that?
Around here, I'm not very well known anyway. There are people who I care for, who wish to see again, who may miss me. At this point, having seen death at least almost twice in these jungles, the truth is, I may never return. I don't think I could put them through the pain of losing me. If forgetting me is easier than losing me, so be it.
Kami will look back at him and just like hold eye contact with him and put an arm or a hand on his arm. Not saying anything.
If you are absolutely sure, then... And she'll like motion to her hut for you to go in.
Roz steps forward a bit and just says, I have seen things here in this place, met people, learned, if that's the way to describe it. Mayhap I'm making the wrong choice, but I'll know that it was mine. Before I go, know that you people may perhaps be among the only people I consider my friends. I thank you for these times, for the hunts we've had together. And he'll offer like sort of like.
I will make sure it's not in vain.
Yeah, he'll unclasp his necklace of teeth and kind of, since Kami's next to him, kind of hand that off to her and just say, "My father gave that to me. I added teeth to it since I was 7 years old. It is yours now."
What is your
Well,
father's
friends.
name?
My father is Shairaz Dratari, and I am Shairaz Drasheli, his second. The Drasheli name lies in you now. Carry it well.
She will repeat the names. I will not. And just bow her head down at him.
And to the rest of you, be safe out there, yes?
Seven just runs over and gives him a big ol' hug.
Oh. Roz will kind of like just pat back. He doesn't know how hugs work, but he'll take them. And he'll just say, "Well, if there's nothing else, good luck out there." And start making his way towards the hut. And he'll just kind of turn back real quickly and just say, "Oh, almost forgot. You two," pointing at Johan and Nethrissa, and just say, "Stop keeping score. I've got it from here." And then he'll just walk in the hut.
Okay. On that heartfelt note, I think that's where we're going to end it this evening.
Fine with that.
Because there's a whole lot that I got to prep now because I had no idea we're going to go here. Ugh.
Well, it's a big heart move.
It's a big heart move. It's big sads.
Sometimes you got to make them.
But I want to thank everybody for chilling like villains with us tonight. I wasn't sure exactly where this was going to go this evening.
It was me or the grung.
Or there was the crocodile.
But we like Toby.
It says not Toby. It's not Toby.
It's Toby.
It's I've been told it's Toby. I don't think I'm allowed to.
Toby's currently chilling in Curse of Strahd in the Barovia, so there's no way it could be him.
It's an echo of Tony throughout the multiverse. Stop asking me.
Oh shit.
Toby just exists.
He exists with
Darkseid.
everywhere in our hearts and in every campaign forever now.
He's like Darkseid. He pops up with different emanations throughout the universe, depending on which universe he's in.
Exactly.
Yeah, again, thank you everybody for being here. All the advantages, disadvantages, the good table, the heals.
Sarah!
With my goddamn King of Feathers. It's whatever, it's fine, everything's fine. I have been Tony, your dungeon master. I'm gonna give everyone their go-arounds in overlay order. They can tell you about stuff they got coming up, where to find them, etc. So go ahead, Foxy.
Oh, I hate that I'm first in this. I have so many things. What's up, guys? It's your favorite Fox, Young Foxy, aka... I'm not doing a thing again. Anyway, if you're looking to catch me, I'm mostly in Neon Lights Roleplay. It's the account that I'm typing in chat right now. You can check me out there. We officially have 2 different campaigns coming. Our Neon Night City Lights, which is our Cyberpunk Red actual play, and our D&D campaign, Seven Suns, which just launched last Saturday. Our 3rd campaign, which is an Only War campaign, is coming up pretty soon, like in the next month or so. So that should be super hype and fire. We're definitely gonna make affiliate in the next month, so stay tuned for super awesome fun things. Follow me on Twitter at YoungFoxy, YUNG_FOXXII. I don't go on right wingers and talk shit a lot. It's pretty fun. I have been playing Shairaz Drasheli, who is now going to be spread out into the ether, so we'll see what happens from there.
Hi, I'm Lukalok, Dungeon Master and design person staff for TPK Roleplay. And I was playing Kami, my just badass werewolf samurai fighter. If you want to see more of me, I'm running Dark Echoes on Saturday, which is our Curse of Strahd Saturday campaign. And then I am playing in Velvet Glove, run by Sir Heck, in another Coven one-shot, which is just a bunch of...
game, I'm gonna fight you. You gotta watch
yeah.
that game or I'm gonna come to your house and fight you. That's
Same. And you don't want that. At all. But we're gonna be playing a bunch of teenage girls from the 70s. Just girl gang it up. And then on Tuesday, I'm back running the next episode of Harper's, and that'll finish out March for me. Chrissy.
Yes. Hey guys, I'm Chrissy. I played Seven, our Tempest Cleric, Triton. Where else can you see me this week? You can see me a whole bunch this week. I will be in Queen's Gambit, our Tyranny of Dragons campaign on Thursday. Friday morning, I will be making my DM debut on stream for Breakfast of Champions. Come watch your favorite cereal mascots fight healthy cereals and, monsters or whatever. And then Saturday is Velvet Glove. So I will be with Miss Luca Locke and the rest of the coven, just doing gang things. Yeah, riding around on roller skates or something. I don't know what the hell. And yeah, I don't know. Catch me around the TBK Discord. I'm sure someone will link it in the chat. And yeah, that's it for me.
Hi guys, Nerdwardo. Ping me in the Discord. I'll be sure to respond as fast as I can. I'm in this. Wow, I'm scatterbrained. I'm trying to process what just happened.
Right?
You can find, I'm in this, and I'm in Dat Magic Juice's personal campaign every other Friday at 7 o'clock Central Time. That'll be next Friday, and then every other Friday after that. I think that's all I'm in. Wow, a lot happened tonight.
Right?
Thanks guys for stopping by. Wow, that was I'm done. I can't process words anymore.
Brains, dude. What do they even do? What are they for?
Exactly. Thanks for stopping by though. That's awesome, guys.
It was a lot of fun.
All right.
So yeah, this has been Beyond the Undergrowth. Again, I'm Tony. You can find me at WhatIsD&D on Twitter. Saturday, yeah, I'm in Dark Echoes 2 with Toby in my onesie. That makes Lucas spite me so goddamn much, and I thrive and survive off of it. It's great.
I'll get my revenge.
Probably. And then Tuesday, I'm back with Tarlo in the Harper investigations. Trying to get stuff, hopefully, my thoughts in real life, or what's actually happening in the campaign. I have ideas. Not 100%, but we got ideas, people. But other than that, I think that's all I got going on, aside from my behind-the-scenes work on a different campaign once this is over. Who knows how quickly these people will raffle stomp through this campaign now, that they're going to get all these sweet answers for the price of one immortal soul.
Sometimes you gotta do it. Sometimes you gotta do it to them.
So again, thank you everybody for coming out, supporting us, being cool dudes and dudettes. We'll catch you next time.
All right.
Here, Beyond the Undergrowth.
Good night, everyone.
Big deuces. Y'all be safe out there.